as bait for Alliance players. My favorite memory is actually when I dueled my guildmaster on his ult. I managed to beat him, and then for the first time ever, I unmuted my mic and with the most high-pitched, squeaky, prepubescent voice, I told him, how does it feel getting beaten by a 12-year-old?
We had what we called computer time. So like our parents would ration how much time we would have for using a computer, where we'd have like 2 hours on, I would have like 2 hours on a Monday, Ryan would have 2 hours on a Tuesday or something. So yeah, we would have to trade off in that sense. Some days we might trade hours or...
Yeah, we used to sometimes save some of our allowance money to buy hours from each other to have more computer time.
My first game was Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos in the Warcraft universe. And then from there, I expanded beyond to the Frozen Throne. I have a lot of memories playing a lot of custom games. You know, a lot of those tower defense games that are super fun.
I was one of the main healers in our raid group. And I was home for the summer from college, and my parents had just gotten a puppy. And I was like, oh, my puppy's been really quiet. That's unusual. And I kind of lean over past my laptop, and she had gotten into one of my artist pens, and she just had ink everywhere. And me naturally being like, you know, worried because I thought one of the ink pens was toxic. I was like, oh my God, my puppy's gonna die. Did not explain further than that, threw the laptop and wiped our entire raid. And that's one of my favorite stories of how my puppy killed 25 people in World of Warcraft.
I loved PvP, and I think I went on a 10-win streak once. I'm not that good, but I love it. And I think I went on a 10-win streak once in the arena, and I didn't even think about it. It just happened, and it was pretty awesome.
I still remember the first time I went to BlizzCon. It was the 2017 BlizzCon. I was really excited. First time getting to see all of these big announcements for all these different games live.
I've been mired in Azeroth since the RTS days, and I haven't left since.
I've been playing World of Warcraft for about 15 years now, which is pretty wild to think about.
I have been playing the same character, Human Frost Mage, for all 15 years.
Yeah, I've been playing World of Warcraft for 20 years. Actually started like early alpha and beta.
I've been playing World of Warcraft, I guess, 21 years. I started playing when I was 5 years old. A lot of our systems and our code is, 20 plus years old. I've found files that were written before I was born.
I lived in San Diego at the time, and I heard that there was a midnight signing, and I got signatures from everybody who was there who worked on the game previously. And it's so good connecting with people who actually signed it for me. And, we get to share in like this experience of, I was such a passionate fan. And, you signed this, and now I get to work with you as a professional.
Whether you want to just chill out and be solo and enjoy the world, or you want to get in deep with your guildmates and raid as hard as you can, there's a little something for everyone, and there's space for everyone to have a really satisfying experience, no matter your play style.
The future of Hearthstone's looking very bright. There's always cool new cards coming out. We've got plenty of ways for both new and returning players to get into the game.
There is magic here, and I think that magic will continue for the next 30, 40, 50 years, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Warcraft has always been my peace and my outlet.
I have such a deep love for everything inside Azeroth.
I thought, I'm gonna move on eventually, as if it was just any other game. And it wasn't.
I was a very introverted person, I was lonely, and then I accidentally stumbled upon World of Warcraft. I even ended up in a guild, and in the guild I even made some friends.
And we always come together to enjoy the moments that we create in the game, whether they're fun, competitive, or silly.
You sent me a whispering game going, my water just broke. And I said, oh my goodness, I guess we better go to hospital. And you said, nah, let's kill this dragon.
And we did. Hearthstone changed my life.
I cannot picture my life without WoW.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Warcraft, for giving everything that you gave us so far. Here's to like 100 years more.
When I say World of Warcraft saved my life, I really mean it.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Warcraft 30th Anniversary Direct. I'm Holly Longdale, the executive producer for World of Warcraft. Alongside Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, and the Warcraft real-time strategy games, we are all honored to be here to celebrate some big milestones with you and talk about the future. Many of us began our Warcraft adventures as players before we became developers at Blizzard. No matter which game we work on, we all share a deep love for the Warcraft universe. Today, each of the Warcraft development teams will be sharing what's coming up. Some of it next year, some just a few weeks from now.
All right,
some
Classic
will
Plus.
even be available today.
Hey, you
So
trying to give me
whether
some
you've been
Classic
traversing
Plus?
the plains of Azeroth
Blizzard?
with a view from
I think there's a
above,
good chance
or
of something.
chilling in the Hearthstone Tavern, sorting out your minis for your Rumble machine, or pursuing
Nobody
the
gives a shit.
Midnight
This
Puzzle
shit.
Card.
Trying to do,
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
18-month
Now,
expansions.
what better place to begin
So-
than with the games that started
I
it
guess
all?
it's possible they
Here's
it
Brad
feels
Chan
crazy
from
if
the
they do,
Warcraft RTS team.
It just came out.
Man, I'm so glad we're still talking about Warcraft RTS.
Kind of funny how life ends out.
Yeah, I think they're doing
I actually never
Warcraft
thought about
2.
ever being a developer. When I was younger, I just wanted to play video games.
I think they're
Back in
fixing
2007,
Warcraft 3,
I was at a
which is
regional
awesome, 'cause I love
qualifier playing a game called Warcraft 3. After I qualified for the tournament, someone came up to me, gave me his card, and was like, hey, we're looking for experienced RTS players to join our design team. Naturally, I said,
so cool.
I wasn't interested. I was gonna go to the Nationals, win that, go to the Worlds, win that. Easy. Well, it was a good thing I kept that guy's card, because 16 years later, here I am, working on a game that remains so important to me and so many players around the world. Throughout my career, I've stuck to a
Repetition.
few guiding principles. When something is broken, you fix it.
Yes, please
When
fix
something is
Warcraft
wrong,
3,
you make it
please.
right. And if things aren't good enough, you make them better.
You make them
So
better.
without further
Come on.
ado, I'm here to
Come
announce
on.
patch 2.0 for Warcraft
Let's
3
go.
Reforged.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. This is so good.
Available now, this patch
They're fixing old games.
and revamps the user interface.
They're
In
fixing
addition,
old
we're
games,
upraising
James.
All classic Warcraft 3 assets.
Oh,
They're
I see what you- I see
fixing,
what you're saying.
graphically
Type of assets
fixing
you wanna play
old
with, and even
games,
mix and match
James.
if you like. We have also included a bunch of quality of life changes, such as in-game hotkey customization, a revamped ladder, and much, much more. We hope you enjoy this update, which will be available to
Telling
everyone
you,
who
bro,
owns
that is a
It
good ass
Now,
sign.
I'm not just here to talk about Warcraft 3.
Warcraft
We're
2.
also here celebrating 30 years of Warcraft. So not only will Reforged be receiving an update today, but we are also
expect Classic
releasing
Plus at the end.
fully remastered versions of Warcraft 2 and 1. So you can experience
Oh, wow.
the story from the
They
very beginning.
remastered Full game.
These
I don't know shit
remasters
about
have
Warcraft
brand
1.
new, hand-drawn visuals that capture the original
That's
art
cool.
style from each game. And you'll be able to swap between the original graphics and the remastered versions in real time.
I'm telling you, dog.
For Warcraft 1, we added modern
They're
controls
just flexing
such as right-click
capabilities.
move, bandbox select, and a faster game speed. Both games have also received various UI and UX improvements, such as
Pentagon
tooltips and health
leaker,
bars, mission select
Jack
screen,
Teixeira,
and an increased unit selection.
sentenced to 15 years in prison.
Warcraft 2 will still have multiplayer functionality, and all legacy custom maps
Is that
will
the
still
Thug
be fully
Shaker
compatible
Discord?
and playable.
I think so.
We are also bringing back
Yeah, like
the
Republican
Warcraft
guy.
Battle Chess, which will include Warcraft 1,
did it
2,
just to
and
be
3.
good.
So here's to 30 years of Warcraft, and I can't think of a better way than celebrating than reliving the story from the very beginning. Oh, did I mention? This is all available right now.
That's so fun.
The tides of darkness have come again.
Smart.
What are you doing, my son?
Hey, brother, we just uploaded the Warcraft remastered in 2 minutes because that shit's so much smaller than what your computer's capable of.
You must lead your people to their destiny.
I don't think I'll be playing 1 and 2, but definitely playing 1 and 3.
Come on, visually update.
We're being attacked.
We're being attacked.
Aye, Captain. Work completed. By your command.
I just love RTS games.
And also, and also just the sounds, dude, that they added to WoW through Warcraft.
Yeah.
It's so sick. Updated environments. It sounds like a
this was all
Shara.
promised originally, but I'm glad that it's here.
Sounds like a Shara to me.
That'd be cool. I hope they do Classic Plus and put the Shara in Nigel.
Job's done.
Part's done.
It's pretty
Nobody
amazing to
gives a
think
fuck about
that
your pay to
Hearthstone
win
turns
time
10 this
game, you
year.
piece of shit.
It's
Get
been
out of
such
here.
an incredible decade. Together,
Looks
we've
like
made the
that's-
tavern a place for sharing joy, excitement, and some very tall tales indeed. We've made friends with Murlocs, battled old gods, and now we're traveling through space. But for me, the most incredible thing of all is that I get to work on my favorite game with such an amazing team. Ever since Hearthstone came out, we've been with you on that road to legend. I remember on my first climb to legend, I had played something like 500 games in 1 month. And as the clock ticked to midnight, I was 2 wins away and didn't make it. But I played another 500 games the following month and made it. Shout out to Darkshire Councilman. But those 1,000
This game was
games
huge when
pale
it
in
came out, and I
comparison
feel like
to
it
the
dropped
more than
off.
160 billion
That's
games
probably
that
'cause
we've
it's
all
pay to
played
win.
over the last decade. And that's not counting Battlegrounds.
Sounds like a pretty
Can
good
you
card
believe
game,
that
man.
it's been 5 years since the mode launched at BlizzCon? That's 5 years of building Death Rattle Beast comps, magnetizing mechs, completing quests, and collecting trinkets. It's been awesome to watch Battlegrounds grow from what was pitched as the biggest tavern brawl ever into what it is today. We are so thankful to our community for being with us over this incredible decade, and we're looking forward to the next 10 years in the tavern together. The future is packed with even more places to explore and adventures to share. More expansions, more mini sets, and more surprises. Now, let's take a look at what's just around the corner.
One
That
of the
was Eddie
amazing
Burback
things of
for a
working at
second.
Blizzard is getting to watch other teams pushing the boundaries on their own games. I think we're all genuinely fans of what our coworkers are up to, and it's really special when we find moments to collaborate. What's up, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your adventures among the stars in the Great Dark Beyond. We loved working on this expansion and wanted to take our next mini set further into the cosmos than ever before. Prepare to travel beyond Azeroth, beyond Warcraft, and into Heroes of StarCraft. I'm super excited for this mini set. It's the first time we've ever explored another universe this deeply in Hearthstone. A ton of people on the team have so much love for StarCraft, so being able to bring it into the Hearthstone Tavern has been incredible. Some might say, it's about time. Obviously, we knew we had to go big. The Zerg, Terran, and Protoss factions are represented on cards via a faction banner. Not only do the cards in each faction work well with one another, they're also usable across multiple classes. Each of the factions also has a hero card featuring one of the most iconic faces from StarCraft. The Zerg are led by the Queen of Blades herself, Sarah Kerrigan. She gives Death Knights, Hunters, Warlocks, and Demon Hunters access to an aggro playstyle with near endless swarms of Zerg cards. After all, what would a StarCraft mini set even be without its own version of a Zerg rush? For the Protoss, we have the legendary Artanis, seeking to unify his people. He grants his powers to druids, mages, priests, and
the second you start mentioning something like WoW
high
Classic,
mana cost units, and uses the psionic powers of the Protoss to make those cards cheaper.
We are.
And finally, who else could we have to lead the Terran besides the
They're not gonna
iconic Jim Raven?
leave World of Warcraft
Thanks to him,
off the top.
warriors, paladins, and shamans will get a hold of the new starship keyword.
Wait, what's the name of this event
These aren't
called?
your average starships. They're battle cruisers. When we
the
first
Warcraft
started
30.
working on this mini set,
Oh, okay.
we went to the
I'm
team
just-
and asked,
I was just
what does
wondering.
this need to have in order to truly
It's called
feel
the
like
Warcraft 30.
We
They're
made
not
sure to
going to not
represent
talk
as
about
many
World of
units from
Warcraft.
StarCraft
Well, I
as
know. I just
possible.
want it to be next.
There's even one character from Warcraft that snuck
Oh,
their way
I don't know
into
if
the
that's
set.
gonna happen, but-
Grunty, the Terran armored Murloc.
All right,
On top of
Grunty.
everything else, Heroes
I ran
of
into
StarCraft
Grunty in
has
Westfall,
more
I'd beat him
cards
to
than
death with a
any
hammer.
mini set we've done before. There's so much to explore here. So many strategies, so many interactions.
I don't even know what me and my
so
posse did
much
to ET.
StarCraft nostalgia. And we might have some special
this
music
dog
as
did
well,
to- or what
just
this
for the
unit-
occasion.
this
Heroes
dog's
of
unit did it
StarCraft
to the
is
Murlocs
coming
in Bosnia.
in January 2025. But there's even more coming
Thanks,
up for
Clinton.
Hearthstone. We're making some big changes to Arena.
Oh my god, Deathwing is coming out of the screen and
As Leo
raining
mentioned,
cataclysm
Arena is getting a major
on
glow
my
up.
house.
But first, let's talk about what makes Arena special. Arena is Hearthstone's premium
Yeah, we're
draft
gonna be
mode,
sitting
where
here
you build your
watching
own
nothing
deck
but
from
Hearthstone
scratch
for
at the
about
start of
64
every run.
minutes, but
It's all about you flexing your
we
deck
gotta
building
break down
skills
the
and
104
card knowledge
cards
to
they're
defeat
adding.
your opponents.
Right, no, I don't
Believe it or
believe
not, Arena has
But I
stayed
did
mostly
see
the
leaks.
same for 10 years. So we
I don't
thought
think
it was
they're real.
finally time for a little
they're
bit
gonna
of
do
an
another,
update. From now on, there will be two
like,
kinds of Arena to choose from.
Classic WoW
Normal Arena has a
re-release?
shorter format.
Like
that lets you
classic
complete your
era?
runs more
Yeah.
quickly, but still
I don't
gives you
believe
that
it, though,
awesome competitive
because
arena experience.
it'd be weird for
And after you've
Zod to
established
not even
yourself
be
in the
finished
normal
yet,
arena,
and for
you'll be
them
able to
redo it. Like,
descend
that
into the
makes no
dark,
sense.
dank cellar of the
I
tavern, where
agree.
challengers are engaging in high-stakes card play in our underground arena. Underground has a distinctive basement aesthetic, longer runs, and a new feature we call Redraft
Realistically, I
on
want
loss.
this
This means that when you lose,
realistic,
you'll have
but
the option to
I'd be
redraft
very
cards
excited
and
for
edit your deck,
TBC hardcore as
refining
well.
it to up your chances of winning as you take on more hardened
there's gonna be
challengers.
something with hardcore.
We
I swear
heard
to
you
God
also
that the
want a way to
hardcore
show
normal
off
thing
that you're
is
an
new.
arena champion. We got you.
Hardcore PvP
Arena
would be
ratings
wild.
will be available for both the normal and underground modes.
I mean,
Ranking
that's
for the two are
Makara.
separate, with the usual skill-based matchmaking in normal
Well, I mean, a
arena.
PvP
But in
server.
underground arena,
I wouldn't
you'll
be
be throwing
playing that.
caution
I don't
to the
think
wind
I don't-
and facing off
I
against
don't think I
opponents
would
of all
either.
skill levels.
That would be
Whether
unfun.
you're an
rogues.
arena veteran or maybe you just haven't
It'd be
clicked that
nothing
arena
but
button in a
rogues,
while, we
druids,
hope
and-
these changes offer
and
you another
warriors just
exciting
running
way
around
to enjoy
going,
your time in the tavern with us. And I'm happy to tell you
I don't
all
wanna
of
play
this will
that.
be coming in the first half of next year. Now, here's Tyler
Bunch
to
of
share even
hunters.
more of what's in store for Hearthstone.
Or what if instead of dying, like just
Hey
lost,
everyone.
like, your
As you
items or
can see,
something?
we've got a lot of really exciting things planned for the next few updates. But what kind of
That
game
sounds
I
director
think
would I
that
be
in
if I didn't
theory
spill even
that
more
sounds
beans about
fun
what's
and
coming next?
interesting,
It's
but
going
in
to be the
practice
year
it's
of the
going to be a
Raptor.
fucking shit
And you'll be
show.
going on some
Would just be
awesome
one
adventures
faction
in
fucking
some
the
of your
other one.
favorite Azeroth
How about this?
locations.
I can't even do the
Next year, we kick
BlackRock
things
daily
off with
event
one of our
sometimes
most
in SOD
requested
because the
sets
Horde are being
as we
too
journey
annoying. So I'm
into
sorry,
the
but
Emerald Dream.
probably not.
Here you'll find yourself in the middle
Are
of a
they getting the
legendary
Emerald Dream
face-off
before we
between
do? Well, I
the
guess we
druids of
got
the
it
Emerald
in
Dream
Dragonflight.
and the forces of the Old Gods.
They'll
We
be
also got
fighting
the
a
Emerald
high-stakes
Dream.
battle
Come on,
over the
dude.
fate of the world
We got to
treasure
run
in our
loops.
first expansion
We got
of the
to
year.
run loops.
And things are going to heat up even more when the Druids of the
I'm
Flame
joking. I'm
light up the
joking.
I know
mini
you're
set.
joking. Of course you're
Our
joking.
second expansion is also Hearthstone's
I know.
first
I
ever
hope they learned their
sequel
lesson
as we
from
go
that. I
back
think they did.
to
I'm glad they
Ungoro
did it
Crater.
while they did it
Join
instead of
Elise
in
on the
Classic
hunt
Plus.
for a mythical Lost Tortollan
Well,
city.
they applied what
Spoiler
they
alert,
learned to
keep
the
an
world
eye on that
bosses, which was
volcano.
a good
After
thing.
uncovering the secrets of
know
the
that.
Lost City, take
With
part in
the
a grand
instance
celebration
now,
in the
that's a good thing.
33.4
Back for
mini
Classic
set.
Plus.
The party-loving Tortollans are hosting a festival in honor of the mighty dinosaurs of the crater,
Fortnite,
and we'd hate for you to miss out on
last
all
night,
that fun.
not a good call,
Closing out the
brother.
year is our third expansion,
What?
where you'll
That
travel
was
with
one
Chromie
big
to
slime.
alternate
That was
reality
Fortney, right?
to
In
Yeah,
chat?
yeah.
legendary Warcraft
I was
heroes
gonna
that
say
you've
something
never seen
afterwards, but
this all leads to an epic showdown against Murazan
Richie
at
said
the
something.
end
I
of
was like,
time.
all right, well.
And you won't believe what happens next.
When he said it, I was
You've
like,
seen just how much
yeah,
we've got in
I'm
store
glad it
for
wasn't
you
me.
this year.
That's all I could think in my head.
Revamped
Nope,
arena
glad it wasn't
and
me.
3 awesome
And it got radio silent, and I
We're
was like,
incredibly excited, and we hope you're incredibly
I embraced it. Like, I was
Thank
like,
you so much for being
I think
part
it's
of this
valid and
incredible
justified. I'm not
10 years in, and our adventures
saying that
in
it
the
wasn't.
tavern
Yeah.
together are only
I
just
don't
beginning.
think. I think I'd give Richie like a B tier on how that went. Like, I applaud him for even doing it. Because, like I said, I was planning on doing it afterwards.
Blizzard
but
has this awesome tradition.
would I have
sharing
even
the
done
journey
it?
that
I don't know.
Each team took to bring their games to life.
Oh, I think Richie was valid because I think he was saying it so Nave felt safe.
Yep.
You know, so
The rest of Blizzard.
like
No, Nave
I get it.
100%,
What's up, everyone?
Said
It's been
something.
about a
Say
year
something,
since I
yeah.
stood on the main stage
Yeah.
at BlizzCon, and we launched
And
Warcraft
that's valid.
Global together
I
with
just-
all of you. And what do you all of us on the team
What?
had
I
so
know
much fun
what
watching
Fortney
you
was
play the game,
referencing
Hero Collection, the army
because he was
building,
referencing the
real-life
other night.
finishes,
Oh, I know. That's
But
that's why it's like.
I
and
I
the Battle of
know
Alliance versus Horde,
I know,
picked Team
but
Jaina at
don't
almost 10% more
in
points.
chat.
And maybe most
When you
importantly,
can't
you've summoned
and with
one
people
billion
that don't know what you're referencing.
You really need consent from everyone for
just a
jokes
second,
like that. And there were
I
like.
agree.
12.
That's why I was uncomfortable. I was kind of uncomfortable with him saying it the other night because he was yelling it at Zephyr, and I'm like, brother, that's at the worst. Like, read the fucking room.
Harken back to our strategy roots.
I agree.
Like the first time I booted up
Yeah,
Warcraft 2
I,
on my dad's Power Mac 7100 66 AV.
I applaud Richie
I'm
for
stoked to play those new remakes.
saying something, and
But we also wanted to do
I
something
don't
in our
think
universe that
Cameron's
we've never
the kind
done
of guy who's not going to
So we
be
started imagining
receptive.
that maybe
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
there
no,
was
I'm
a
not saying you're
mysterious
saying that
arcade
at
machine
all.
that printed
So
miniature
just join.
versions of the heroes and
Yeah, it's
villains of
me.
Azeroth
Hi, Ben.
and zapped them to life for you to collect and command.
I was like, did I just hear a ding, or am I losing my damn marbles?
We wanted to be able to pick up and touch
Little
the
bit of
art
that.
that we were creating inside of the computer. So some of us went and printed minis.
Let me turn this
painted
down so I
pictures,
can hear
and
you
that's
talk
kind of
back.
really where all this came from. All of these minis.
Did you know
were
this? I
painted
thought
by
they
our
stopped
team.
development on this
And,
shit.
well,
Or
if I'm-
wait,
I'm a little
are
bit-
these
Why are
just
you
minis?
turned down, Ben? What? What? Huh? Oh, you got the new mic. Okay, you got
Yeah.
the new mic, and I turned you down, but I think,
I moved it away from my face. I can move it closer to my face.
No, you're good. I turned you back up to normal volume. This is perfect.
Ben, I'm gonna
I
bring a
just-
little bit of criticism, just
We've got the Dark
like
Moon
not
Fair,
even like just in general.
Well,
Like you,
he just
you're not
chose-
consistent.
We added our first raid from Late Siege to Stormwind. In our
That
last
is like the
season,
worst thing you could ever say to someone. I feel like one of
The
like that
most
would hurt
vague
me to the
shit.
core. If no, but if some like a significant other came up to me and was like, "Hey, one of my biggest problems with you right now is that you're not consistent," I would be like,
We're celebrating 1 year of
"I'm gonna go end my whole life."
So useless.
Name me one person who is consistent.
Brian Boitano, Olympic skater Brian Boitano.
Okay, have you scanned this thing yet? Great.
What?
Olympic skater, ice skater, Brian Boitano.
I literally, you're not saying words right now.
Yeah.
You know the song from South Park?
One of our
What would Brian
so,
Boitano
adding
do?
Split leaders. These leaders belong to two families at the same
I
time.
feel like I
which
actually
really
do, but
expands the
not really.
possibilities of how you build
I
out your
don't.
army.
But what the
And we're
fuck
not just
is
adding one split
Warcraft
leader,
Rumble?
We're starting
It's
with
a
three.
shitty Clash of
Yeah.
Clans that
fight for the
I'm
Alliance
almost
and
certain
Solarian
they
families
ceased
is
development
Malfurion
on,
Stormwind.
and I guess I was wrong.
representing
Is it like a Clash Royale type thing?
I don't know.
Or is it Clash of Clans?
I-
Is it like you build a
leading undead and
base, or is it like you build a
But before
That's
any
a
of these
good
3 new
question,
leaders
and
join
I'm
the
not
fight,
sure.
we're going to be reworking one that we released this time
I've never
last year.
seen
Probably-
anything.
Sylvanas Windrunner.
This feels like something that would be like Clash of, or like a Clash Royale.
We've got an
The-
awesome season ahead of us. And
The
can't
one where
wait for
they
you to
send
check it
troops
out.
at each other.
Oh
and-
yeah, I think it is like
To our
that.
amazing fans, thank you for an incredible first year of Warcraft Rumble and for your unwavering support.
Bro,
Your passion
there's no
fuels our
way it did good.
creativity and truly drives us forward.
Where's he? What
But
if he
there
just
was
started
one
pissing?
more thing we
Wait,
wanted
this
to
guy's
talk
walking.
about.
Why is he walking away?
Right? There was one more thing we wanted to talk about, right?
Nope. That's all I had. See you later.
What's happening?
What could they possibly mic drop?
They're getting people invested into. Oh, that's retail.
Can you play it in retail now?
Oh, Rumble Coin.
I don't understand what. Yeah, he's 100% going to say you can play this in. He's not going to charge his song. That's cute.
He has
I
the
see
break.
what they're doing. It's cute. Okay.
He has the brick right there.
It's in the Blizzard
You
launcher.
guys have phones, don't you?
It is like Clash Royale, or it's like Clash Royale.
Why would he go back to his computer and sit at his computer and then be like, all right, time to pull out my phone game?
Because in this YA novel, there's no phone charger.
Because there's a bunch of boomers.
They have cell phone, but no phone charger.
No, they're catering to a bunch of boomers who are there day one.
Boomers
It might
fucking
just-
play Clash, dude.
It might just be me, but World of Warcraft is terrible. It's bad.
No, you're right.
Nobody even plays it.
So excited.
Well, a lot of people play it, but you're right about the
Celebrate
first
20
part.
years of World of Warcraft with us.
Hollywood.
It's 20?
In 2004. I remember Facebook had just launched.
Okay,
I've
so
been in
this
the
is
game
classic
industry for
related.
A handful of years when I picked
shit,
up
you're
WoW,
probably right.
and I was in awe.
Wouldn't they do
Even when
retail
I was
first?
running about and exploring
No.
on my Night Elf Hunter, I made friends who would group
Brother,
with
they
me
just
and
charge
tackle
people
just about
$100 per
anything,
mount on retail.
including helping me save 40 gold for my first mount.
They don't need to
I
worry
loved
about
it.
that.
There was something
Still
else
do,
that just turned
just
20.
like many of you.
Is
And
it
as
3
most of
cheers
you
for
know,
Sweet Revenge?
The game saw
Oh, it's probably your cousin born in
absolutely
2004
explosive
around this time.
growth in the
3
early
cheers.
years and brought multiplayer gaming to the mainstream. That in turn created countless friendships, camaraderie, and escape for people.
This game does
every
not
day.
do that.
Still does 20
they
years
do.
later.
It
Oh,
don't
come
do
on.
that.
You guys had a community.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Is
joking.
Matt the only
Discovered
person that
that
you guys
across 2
like really
decades,
stuck with through
together,
that like
we've
clan you were
accumulated
in?
It's more like that
1
clan.
million
It's more like
days
Matt.
of time played in
Like,
Azeroth.
they didn't stick with us. It's just Matt. Like, we're still.
We still talk with a couple of them, like a few of them, but
So
like
many of you have joined
the
us over the
40-year-olds
years.
are
Some of
busy
you have
doing
met
IRL
partners in
shit.
the world and gotten married.
And Yak
Some
is
of you
and
have even named your
Matt is
kids and
masters,
pets after
so
characters and locations
I don't-
in the game.
It's not like
veterans from all over the world.
what?
Those who are hearing or
That was a
visually
person
impaired
in
or have
cosplay.
physical challenges.
No,
We've
that was a
welcomed
real elf.
seniors, even whole families
I
playing
love
together with their
cosplay.
kids, and so many more who
Oh my
say
God,
we
that
roll
picture.
home.
Together with
No
their
matter who you are.
kids.
That picture
When you
was
come to
me. That was
Azeroth,
me
you
as a
live
kid
how
holding
you
Burning
want and be
Crusade.
who
That
you
was
wanna
me.
be. It's a gift for so many, and certainly to us. We feel
Did
it
they pay you
every
for that?
day.
I wish, dude.
It's a black kid.
One of
Holy
those
shit,
special
that was camp.
stories is live now
That-
on
dude,
Netflix.
wait, that's me in
a documentary
1999.
Called The Remarkable
Oh,
Dude,
Life
you
of
weren't even
Steve
born
Jobs.
yet.
This was sad.
I was born in
Mott's
1999.
Team
It just
played a
wasn't.
character named Eblin.
I just
lived
wasn't
a life
that.
in
I
Azeroth
wasn't a
that
fully
he couldn't in the real
developed
world.
human being.
He suffered from
Wait, Cam, are you
Duchenne
older than me?
muscular dystrophy
Yeah.
for most of his life.
Holy shit.
And fought it
I did
courageously
not know that.
alongside
Yeah.
his
Held
incredible
back.
family, who I'm proud
I
to
was
have
not.
met and fallen
I
in
just
love
didn't
with.
start math.
Your,
Because
your
of
mom
my
held you
friends'
back so she could
roleplay
keep you
guild
for
called
another year in her
Star.
classroom.
The family discovered the online
Well, my mom held me back so I could
around the
wrestle
world
kids younger
as a
than me.
source of joy and
Have you seen this
companionship.
documentary, by the way?
Sadly,
No, but it's probably
Mott's was taken from this world and
sad.
Azeroth
Yeah, it's-
far too soon. Because
That's
of
really
Mats
fucking
and
sad.
stories like his, we were inspired to create a charity pet
His, like,
program
family didn't
for
know
Classic and our
his
modern
whole,
game
like,
to support
online life
Cure
until
Duchenne, a
after
nonprofit organization
died.
dedicated to improving
like,
and
the, like,
extending the
real
lives
funeral
of
help
those
for him,
affected
like,
by
WoW and shit, and
Duchenne
then they made
muscular
documentary on it. It's very
dystrophy.
cool.
We want to thank you in
That is
advance for
so
giving to this
fucking
cause.
sad,
that will
bro.
support
I'm
people
fighting, like,
just like
my
Mats.
testosterone
This little
is
cutie is Revan,
fighting for its
and
life
he's
right now.
available until January 6th.
It's still there.
He
Don't
was
worry. You can
inspired
cry.
by the detective
No.
agency
No,
Mats
man,
created
don't
for his
cry.
busy roleplay life in Azeroth.
Okay.
Men are supposed to run into the other room if they need to cry.
Damn,
They're
he
not
made a
supposed to
detective
cry.
agency.
Right
They're
now,
supposed
we
to
have our
vomit
20th
in the
anniversary
bathroom.
celebration.
Or at least that's what
running
I've been
in-game.
doing for the
We've
last
got
couple of
modernized
years.
Tier 2 armor sets,
It's
classic
horrible
time
and not
walking,
funny, but you,
new world bosses.
the joke that you made.
It's okay, I made the joke.
items,
I made the
rewards,
joke.
and
You're
more.
allowed to laugh.
All that nostalgic flavor.
You guys want to know something
In the
fucked
War
up?
Within expansion that we
Yes,
released a
Raven is
few
in
months ago,
multiverses
we've
now,
taken the
but
leap
they
into
put her
the
behind a
first
paywall for the
chapter
first
of
3
World
days,
Soul
so I won't be
Saga.
able to play her.
More
And
coming on that.
they have been
And of
doing that,
course,
but
Classic
recently they
is
changed
always
like
cooking.
the
This
thing where
moment is
the
about
first
you.
person that
You're
they
the
release every
thundering
season,
heart of
usually
World
you
of
get with
Warcraft
the
and
battle
always
pass.
have
They
been.
changed that.
Stay tuned
Well,
now
as
you
we
get
share
her.
what we are
hitter.
serving up for you.
Yeah, you still
And
get her with the
thanks
battle pass,
for
but you
making
still have to wait
Azeroth
3 days
a
now.
place you
What
call
the fuck?
home.
Yeah. Just bull.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go, here we go,
okay.
here we go.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay.
Is this not the last thing? We're only
Hey
25
everyone,
minutes in.
Clay and I are so excited to be
They're
here today
talk- they're
during
gonna-
this
I'm
anniversary
telling you, retail's gonna be the
celebration
last
to talk
thing.
about what's
Retail will be
coming
the
up
last
for
thing.
WoW Classic.
Let's say something about
I
retail.
can't believe that after 20 years, my Orc Warrior is still finding new adventures in Azeroth. Shout out to all my buds in Tichondrius.
Feels like just yesterday I was on my
Tichondrius?
Druid
Shout out to all my
buddies on
buds
the
in
Tenaris realm
Tichondrius.
at the
Wait,
conference.
which
that with the
Sorry about
straightest
that.
face.
That's a
Being on the
hint.
classic team and getting to help contribute
What
to this
which game
incomparable
version is
legacy
Tichondrius
sheds
on?
new life
Live.
into the original
Pitch is
classic
live.
experiences. I'm not sure anything compares to it. I love how vocal and passionate our player base
Very
is.
retail.
Not only about what parts of WoW's history they want to see come back, but also their passion for things we try and have experimented
Crusade.
with.
Speaking of us taking some pretty big swings, in Season of Discovery, we've loved watching you use your new class abilities, take on our all-new level-up raids, find secrets, and team up to defeat Ragnaros and Nefarian. We're looking forward to the AQ war effort,
Oh,
unlocking
God, I
very,
need to
very
be there
soon
for
here,
this.
which will lead right into the launch of the Encourage raid. This will bring new changes and surprises that we can't wait to
Okay,
bring
so
to
this
you.
is
Fun new
Saw
mechanics,
related.
difficulty changes, new rewards.
What?
You
Yeah,
know
that's-
us well enough by now to know
Did
exactly
Josh
how we'll mix
Greenfield
it up
get, like,
as you
axed
wager
or
your
something?
sanity for ancient Kiraji riches.
Beyond that, for Season of Discovery, we have one more phase to come. We previously announced we will progress through all the phases of the original Classic era. So get ready not only for Naxxramas, but new instance content featuring the Scarlet
Let's
Crusade,
fucking
as
go.
well as
Let's
Adventures
fucking
in
go. Let's
Deadwind
fucking
Pass.
go.
Adventures in Deadwind Pass.
Now,
Karazhan.
Cataclysm
Karazhan Crypts.
Classic,
Karazhan
where we
Crypts.
recently launched the legendary Fire
They've
Raid.
threatened 2
We've undertaken
dungeons.
difficult
Holy
challenges,
shit.
besting
Let's fucking
Ragnaros and his feet, and are hopefully a few steps closer to getting your very own Dragonwrath staff. We're looking forward to bringing you the final phase of Cataclysm Classic.
Oh, that's a new-
when our
dude, that's a
Hour
new
of Twilight
legendary.
Patch and Dragon Soul Raid launch.
What
early
are you
next
talking
year.
about?
This is for
I know you classic
class-
players
this
out
is
there must
for
be curious where we're going
Sod.
next.
That was
Let's be honest, you know where we're going next.
Oh, they're talking about,
Wait, hold on, here we go.
yeah.
There's a pin area. Oh, okay.
So that's after Kata.
Yeah. But that's
They're progressing
There's
lot
no
to
way
lot.
they do WAD after this, right?
Maybe they completely, that's where they go, okay, bye, old dev team, sorry, we're gonna go do what was supposed to happen the first fucking time.
I can see them doing, you can vote, and then they know everyone's gonna vote for Legion, and then they just push your character to retail after that.
I feel like they do multiverse shit like Marvel. They're like, oh, Doctor Strange came in and stopped Garrosh.
I'm so excited for Marvel
Me too,
Rivals.
Me too, dude. That's gonna be fun.
When does that come out again? December 12th?
Wait, there was somebody. Moon Knight got announced. Did you see that?
Wait, that's actually okay.
It's December 6th. I thought.
When you okay, but it's next month.
Yeah, it's next month. Well, you know, less than a month away.
Yeah.
Thank God, we don't have to play fucking Overwatch anymore.
Okay.
No one's forcing us.
The
to play
classic
Overwatch.
team is proud to announce that Mists of
I just
Pandaria
enjoy
Classic
playing
is
with
coming.
my friends.
We can't wait to
It's
bring it
not-
to you next
I don't
summer
need
with
the-
its legendary
Yeah, we
class
can fish
design
until then.
and incredible raids and
That's so
dungeons
true.
set amongst
That's
a gorgeous
true.
environment and backed by an unforgettable soundtrack. We'll be traveling back to experience all that
They,
Pandaria has
the
to
reason
offer
why they made the
together.
dungeons so short is so you could spam them, which is like, I mean, I like short dungeons, actually, I do, but I don't
Mr.
think every
Pandaria
single one
Classic
should be
is super
so
exciting
short
for
and
all of us,
insignificant.
as well
like,
as Season of Discovery.
like
And we
stockades.
love that we'll
Hold
continue
on.
to be on that journey with you. But we know
Hold on.
we spend some time on the internet, and we've heard some of you out there. You want something
Oh, they are announcing
fresh.
Which is why we are so pleased to announce that we are bringing you the Classic experience. All new Fresh Realms with the WoW Classic 20th Anniversary Edition. And it's happening soon.
How soon, Clay?
Actually soon.
Like now.
These realms will be going live next week on
A week.
November 21st, but you won't have to rush to level 60. Classic is all about the journey after all. As we've made a change, and our first raid, Molten Core, won't unlock for a few weeks after launch.
We'll be launching realms of all flavors: PvP, normal PvE, and, for the very first time, Hardcore, which will progress through the phases in lockstep with the other two. This means a fresh start for everyone at the same time, together,
dude,
on a
Rip Classic
level
Plus,
playing
that
field with
sucks.
fresh economies on very large realms.
I don't know about
If you
RIP
missed out on
Classic
jumping
Plus.
into WoW
I think
Classic's
for today.
initial launch in 2019,
Yeah,
this is the
which
perfect time
I'm
to join
okay
our
with
community. These
because
servers
I don't
will
want
also
them
launch
putting
with
out a
some of the
shit
quality of
thing
life
because a
features
bunch of
that came
people just
later on,
recently
like the
started
Chrono
going
Clue
Classic
Displacer
Plus.
Save Your World buffs and the improved
Like,
PvP
I've-
honor
It's
ranking
definitely not gonna
system.
happen while
And
Sod's
yes,
playing. Oh, this was
we're
real.
also pleased to announce that these realms will progress to the Burning
so that's
Crusade
gonna be
Classic.
Burning Crusade part of the work. Oh, the leak was real.
Launching these servers
shirt is
close to the
fire.
exact date World of Warcraft came out 20 years
Yeah.
ago, alongside all the work we're doing for Season of Discovery, Cataclysm Classic, and Mists of Pandaria Classic.
All right, we gotta hit
so
up
much to
everybody.
us.
We gotta hit up the
We
Skolo
love this
dropouts.
game, and we love the community that has made
The
Classic
21st,
Realms
was it?
their home alongside
Yes.
their friends.
From all of us on the Classic team, thank you. This amazing journey is one that's
Are
been
they gonna wanna
co-written by
play
you.
Fresh?
our
Wait,
incredible
whoa.
community.
This amazing journey is something that has been co-written by you.
Yeah, they said that there's a big announcement at the end. I assumed that would be Fresh.
Hi everyone, we're in the middle of such an incredible moment for
He
World of
looks
Warcraft.
Terrible.
The World Soul Saga kicked
He
off
is
in
not
August,
always
the
looked that
launch of The
terrible.
War Within, and we have been so excited to dive into the
He looks
expansions alongside all of you. Whether you enjoy raiding, dungeons, delves,
Aging.
PvP,
No,
collecting
I'm
appearances,
scared for
pets
him.
and mounts,
I hope
role-playing,
he's
or
okay.
exploring the open world, we hope you found a
Sickness.
part of Azeroth
Yeah, it
that
looks
brings
sick.
you joy.
That's-
It's humbling to be standing
Get down
here
with it.
on the eve of
Yeah.
WoW's 20th anniversary. Looking back, 20 years ago, I was fresh out of school and I had just
I've got a
seen enough of the
Sylvanas figure,
beta
that's
to know
it.
that I needed to play this game, and then immediately stopped to avoid spoiling the experience for myself. I'd booked a couple days off work for launch and was looking forward to really diving into
Isn't he a
Azeroth.
lawyer?
But little did I know that my server would be offline for the first few days due to overwhelming demand. Shout out to Mal'Ganis. But even less could I imagine how this game would in so many ways define the rest of the course of my adult life.
We
So,
could play
let's
Classic
talk about
Era
what's
with
coming
Katie.
up
Katie
for
would
World
be
of
down to play some Classic
Starting
Era.
with what's on the horizon. We have 1107 Siren Isle, which is currently up on
New
our public
Classic
test
Era
grounds.
with
This update will go live
PvP,
next month,
PvE.
and it has something for everyone.
We'll progress
on the
into
narrative front,
Burning.
this update includes epilogue
Let's
quest
see.
lines for
Hardcore.
Dalaran and the Kirin Tor.
I'm gonna do,
No spoilers, but this storyline features the
Hardcore,
mysterious
though.
Haranir, who also played a starring role in our
Yeah.
expansion release cinematic.
At least until
We'll
we
also
die,
get into the
then
prologue for where we're going next,
resume our
but more on that
characters
in a minute.
Well, here's the
1107 also,
thing.
of course, brings its namesake, the Siren Isle.
You can
a
do
new
both.
outdoor environment to explore, full
And
of
that's the
mysteries
beauty
to
of it all,
uncover,
is
and
that you
rewards
can
to
do
help
two
catch up
things
your
at once.
alts and prepare for the next
Bold.
War Within season ahead. Plunderstorm is returning.
WoW
This
Classic.
time with a
I'm
Plunder
not-
Storm
I'm not trying to-
give you more flexibility
I'm not
in
trying to
earning your
get to,
rewards instead of that linear renown track.
Fucking
Also making a return will be the
Nax
latest iteration
week
of our
5.
Turbulent Timeways
You know,
event
I'm cool with
and a
just-
Winter Veil revamp. We can't wait for
that's
you
cool.
all to experience this update next month. As an additional treat, for those of you invested in the story of The War Within, we will be releasing a novella that explains exactly what happened to Jaina and Thrall after they left us.
Oh, okay, cool.
This novella is narrated by none
Cool.
other than Chris Metzen, and available today.
Until I start seeing Mike Morhaim's name associated
I
with
know
your
many of
shit
you have
again,
already
I don't
seen
believe
1107,
anything you say, you
but
sick
you have to be
worm.
wondering where The War Within
Like,
is
they
going to
have
take us after
arcane wheelchairs.
Okay. So following
That's fucking
Zalakath's
cool.
trail
That's
is going to lead us
awesome.
to a location that I've been personally excited about since we first
It's a cool way
settled
to
on
be
the idea of an
inclusive.
underground
Just a normal
expansion.
wheelchair would look so out of
Undermine,
place.
the capital of the Goblins' trade empire. Fittingly, our name for the 11-1 patch is Undermined with a D.
Oh, you don't think so?
Now, this is a city unlike any
I mean,
city
it's a
we've seen
fucking
before
world with
in World of
dragons,
Warcraft,
right?
standing
I
as
mean,
a
why
testament
can't
to
they
the
do that?
intelligence
Like
and
the wheels
creativity of the
looking like
goblins
wooden and stuff,
as
but
masters of
I like the
technology
arcane one,
and
though. I think
alchemy.
that's cool.
And as our adventures continue,
No,
we will
you could-
learn
I know,
more
I'm
about
just-
goblin culture
you could-
than ever
you could-
before.
You
What's
can just
important to them,
make
what
a
problems
wheelchair
they're
that
trying
looks
to
like it
solve,
belongs in the
what they're
world of
capable
World
as
of
a
Warcraft,
society,
and then
everything that makes them truly unique, beyond the humor and the explosions. Though, just to be clear, there's going to be a whole lot of explosions.
What?
You'll arrive at an Undermine that's plunged into conflict between the 4 major goblin cartels: Steamweedle, Blackwater, Bilgewater, and of course, the Venture Company.
oh my.
You will align
Please.
yourself with a group of your choice and run into notorious goblins like Monty Gazlo, Renzik the Shiv, Baron Revelgaz, Marin
11.2?
Noggenfogger, and more. Now, if you're going to be in cahoots with a goblin cartel, you can't be seen rolling around in anything less than a truly blinged out ride. So early on, you'll earn a vehicle designed just for Undermine to push the boundaries of locomotion within World of Warcraft. Undermine was built for speed, with roads designed for driving, which is just as well, because this car travels much, much faster than your regular ground mounts. You can
Oh
also
shit, Raven
further
in game
adjust
looks
your
sick as
car's
fuck.
driving characteristics. Do you prefer grip, or do you want to drift more? Do you want more
Gorilla
acceleration, even if it's
grip.
going to come at the expense of your top speed? That's up to you. You can try it all and rule the streets of Undermine, living your life 440 yards at a time.
Where is Mike live?
We'll also be adding a new dungeon in Undermined, Operation Floodgate, which is a race to stop a group of goblins from blowing a dam that would bring ruin to the Ringing Deeps.
What
this
is this
dungeon will
for?
also
Oh,
be
this is a
immediately
new
available
dungeon.
as part of our new Season 2 dungeon pool on Heroic, Mythic, and Mythic Plus difficulties, alongside the 4 other launch dungeons and 3 returning legacy dungeons. Now, we'll have many more details in the weeks ahead, but I can tell you that one of those legacy dungeons, naturally,
I want,
in
like,
light of
a
our goblin
really
theme
hard
here,
dungeon,
is the Motherlode
one
from Battle for Azeroth. Continuing to build upon one of our favorite parts of The War Within, this
Yeah,
new zone
so
brings
half
with
of
it
the
2 new
player class
delves for
can't
you to
play it.
explore, and we're creating new variations on the existing delves.
I don't think that's a
We're
good
also
idea.
introducing seasonal updates to Bran Bronzebeard, a new adversary to follow Zek'Vir, and a new set of goblin-inspired curios for Bran. Of course, a new season also means a
They
new
need
raid
what they
zone.
need to
An
do is
8-boss
to make
raid
heroic
called the
dungeons
Liberation of
actually
Undermine
difficult.
coming your
Yeah,
way, which
why is
takes
it
you through the
called
streets of the
heroic
city
and
and
not
into the magnificent Galagio, brimming with color and extravagance.
Oh, cool.
That also hides the dark secrets of its owner, the one and only Gallywix. And for the arena PvPers out
Who would've
there, we're
thought?
also introducing a new arena
Gallywix.
set right amidst the city.
Mommy.
Now, some of you may be wondering how Xal'atath fits into all of this, and
She
how
fits in
goblin
me.
politics relate to the fate of our world soul. But rest assured, Undermine plays a vital role as a continuation, a next chapter in the many stories that are unfolding in The War Within. We will have a lot more to share on that front in the months ahead. And that is just the beginning of what we have planned for the next year. Now, as you can see, 2025 is going to be an incredible year for both modern and classic WoW players. As the World Soul Saga continues to unfold, we are reflecting on these past 20 years with immense gratitude as we lay the foundations upon which to build the next 20. On behalf of the entire World of Warcraft team, thank you so much for being the heart of the history of Azeroth. Whether you've just joined our community, been with us for the last 2 decades, or somewhere in between,
Dude, I think
thank
they
you for
fired
making
Josh
Azeroth
Greenfield.
your home. And speaking of home, the team does have
Who's Josh
one
Greenfield?
more thing
Wait.
to share with you.
Player housing.
Yeah, and they're wearing the tier pieces.
Player housing.
That's a head. That's a dragon head. This
it
isn't
has to
classic. Please be classic plus. Please be classic plus. Please be classic plus. That's a human being. Is that Varian?
No.
Are we sure? Why? If it's classic plus, why is there no way?
That's Garen from Demacia.
What is it? What does it mean? Oh, it's midnight. Okay, so it's player housing for midnight. Okay.
What the fuck is midnight? Is that the next one?
Thank you for
Is
joining
that
us today.
Medivh? Was that
and for being
Medivh?
with
Who the
us
fuck
for the
was
past
that?
3
I don't think
decades.
it was.
The Warcraft
It's a
universe
warrior,
is a living,
dude.
breathing world that's been
He's wearing
experienced
the
by
Valor
over
Pauldrons.
Yeah, I don't think it
250
was
million
Medivh.
players around the globe. That's millions
Varian, a
of stories,
warrior?
adventure,
No, I think it's
laughter,
just a player.
and true
it's player
connection.
housing.
And as the years have
Midnight.
passed
Which
and our
I've
communities
been saying
have
for a
grown and
while
evolved,
because it's like
the
yeah.
statue behind
Yeah.
us reminds us
Midnight
all
is
how
going
important
to be when we
Warcraft
return
is
to Azeroth,
and continues to
and then
be.
after midnight's the last
It serves
Titan.
as a reminder of our shared passion for building
Titans?
Azeroth
No,
together.
the last Titan.
And it's you who truly
player
bring
housing
Warcraft to
retail
life,
rules.
our players, and the communities
I would
you are
love
a
player
part of.
housing in
Thank you for being the lifeblood of this world
Classic
that
Plus.
means so much to all of us. 30 years of history is the perfect foundation upon which we will build for the bright future ahead, and we can't wait to walk that road alongside you.
Oh, that is a crazy
And before we
move.
go, we want to share something very special.
the player housing.
This September, 190 performers took to
Yeah,
the
it's-
stage
it's player
to
housing
celebrate
for-
20 years of World of Warcraft with a series of concerts in Switzerland.
cool. Do it
Prepare to
here.
dive back into the history of World of Warcraft through its incredible
love
soundtrack
to
performed
see
live.
No way.
And whether this music invokes cherished memories or
Yes, it
you're hearing
will.
some of these pieces for the first time,
I will
we
cry.
hope you enjoy
That'd
the
be so
performance.
I can't
If
hear
I
it.
heard the
the
Howling
next 30
Fjord,
years.
hearing the Howling Fjord music, or no, the Grizzly Hills music, hearing the Grizzly Hills music in an amphitheater, or any theater, I mean,
yeah.
would go crazy. An auditorium is what I was trying to say. I don't know why I said amphitheater, considering the acoustics at an amphitheater would be shit compared to...
I mean, feel a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways.
A week from now,
is I need to
be
go level
playing a
up.
Horde character in Classic.
I need to level up in whatchamacallit.
Sod.
Yeah, Sod.
Yeah, go now. Go
When
do
I'm
it.
launching. As I launch, I'm gonna take little Banjo out to pee. Little guy's gotta go pee.
Yeah, right. Like he told you that. Like he said, "Hey, I gotta go pee, boss." Whatever, man.
He can't talk. He can't talk, James!
He can't say, "I have to piss." Whatever, man. Why does he lie to us? Like, why does he just do a
Dude,
bull-
I don't know.
Lie to us. Are you playing multiverses right now?
I am playing multiverses right now. I'm playing against a Raven who, this is the first Raven I've encountered because you have to pay money to get it. So only rich people have it. $10 for something that's pretty much free. So I don't understand why you'd ever do it.
So weird.
Oh. She knew! She got me. But we have a game 3 coming up, and it's a fire one. I'll stream.
Thank you. It's like you knew. It's like you knew. That's why I asked.
Yeah. Yup.
I was like, I need to be watching what you're doing after hearing that. Also, Raven. Raven is such a sick character to add.
Yeah,
Like-
badass.
Oh wait, you were saying this season isn't it all women?
Yeah, so the last season was all women too. It was Powerpuff Girls, and then they added Nubia, who's a Wonder Woman character.
Uh-huh.
This season, it's more women. It's Raven and then Marceline.
Oh,
Goth Girl season. Last season was for the good
Oh.
girls. This season's for the Goth girls.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Is that a skin?
Yeah, she's using a skin.
Whoa.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. How'd I die? What did she do?
Chivo.
Azarath, Metreon, Synthos.
Oh. No. Wait. Whoa. That seems like a pretty insane ability.
Oh, the
Raven.
Raven. Yeah. One of the creators of the game said it just adds a lot more combo potential, and I think that's sick.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she knows what I'm gonna do.
Whoa.
All right, we are back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're leaving.
B. Oh, I'm gonna die, maybe?
Great. Thanks, James. Now I have to wait to watch him play the game. I was watching something in the event watching something tab, and now I'm in shit dynasties and I can't watch my friend.
I'm in shit dynasties and I can't watch my friend.
Oh, I wish you could have seen that. She stomped on me.
Ah.
Damn,
Dude,
James,
I
you
went
really
back-
chose the worst moment to do that.
I went back into event watching something and I couldn't even watch the thing I was watching earlier. James,
I
what
wish
the hell?
That, like when someone gets the whole class in trouble, is what that rings. It's like
I studied for 2.5 hours last night, and now I can't do the freaking group
Bro,
test.
that's literally I took a day off today because my kids are just so crazy that I'm like, I need a day.
There are several challenges.
I feel bad. There's some good students in this one period I have that just I can't teach them anything because I have to deal with behavior.
Sure.
It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks.
They look like they're
What
about
are
to
you
cry.
supposed to do?
Like the good students look like they're about to cry like 24/7 in that class. I
I've
guess
been
not
there.
24/7, but for the hour that they're in that class, they look like they're about to cry because they just cannot understand what I'm trying to get to because I have to stop every 3 seconds to be like, "Why the hell are you out of your seat, dude?"
When I was in high school and I couldn't walk, I missed like pretty much a whole semester of school. Like I didn't, but like it did. So I had to retake like a lot of stuff from that semester the next year. And one of them was my math class. And being in that math class was like full of a ton of fucking delinquents. And I know 100% this happened. It eventually got to the point where they like needed so much hands-on attention that because I wasn't misbehaving, I was getting a worse education than they were.
Yeah.
And like, I don't get me wrong, I want those students to have good educations, but like, my God, did I not deserve that? Those fucking bullshit. Alright, I am on retail. Sod.
We're on fishing. We're fishing.
We will be later today.
I
had such a good time with that.
I can't. I have improv.
How long?
I'm improvising. Like 2 hours. But
What
it's like
time?
exactly 7 to 9.
Oh, so like until 10 here?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I will be on. I'll be on. Ring, ring, ring. You know I'll answer. Call me sometime. On God, you don't want to watch my stream. Thank you, sir. Good call. Cam, real quick, where do you quest at 56? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You're so right. Yeah. Oh, and to answer your question, Josh Greenfield was the guy who's like mega, not only in charge, but like kind of the face of it too. Like he was talking to the community all the time. Yeah, that's him. He is? Dude, whoever gets fucking the AQ mount, the Scarab, on hardcore. Whew. The wind of fresh is blowing. Scarlet Crusade and Karazhan raids? Wait, I thought there was just one raid. Oh no, okay, yeah, Adventures in Deadwind Pass, okay. You know what? They 100% have to do Classic Plus because what are like our SOD characters still don't really know where they're going. They might do another season first. Oh my god. Hopefully, yes, people with player housing will be able to make jumping puzzles in WoW. No, there's none. All of them would be single player. They're all single player games. Until 2XKO is out. Did you register for 2XKO? Okay, good. Dude, I was rewatching the clips from that and like, oh my god, that game's so fast. That's a good idea. It's so true. And it's Jinx and it's like by a lot. Yeah, me too. John Brown. It's a good one. I don't think you could name any others than Ted Kaczynski and John Brown. Yeah. It's tea, baby. Bunny hop. What event? Oh, yeah. I figured I might as well just wait for Dema to carry me. Probably need Dema to carry me, yeah. Without Matt? I know, you're right. Classic WoW? It's so true. With my pants on the ground. Oh my god. I just don't know what any fucking runes I have do now. There are. Stardew. Fishing. Yeah. Yeah. God, I love Stardew. Type of shit I'm on. Can I hear how loud you can scream? Just gotta get it made. commitment. Yes. Yes. Yo. Yeah, it's the best way to make old content relevant again. So if you could like I want there to be more shit like feats of strength, like how, like for my main problem with retail is how not humble it is. Like it really takes me out of it, but yeah, it's too fucked up at this point. Like I think only a fresh Classic Plus experience could make it so not everyone's running around in gear that makes it look like they've killed God. But it'll still be super exciting. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know how they could fix that. Aside from, I don't think they could. Oh God, I don't know if they could. True. Yeah. I always really liked RuneScape and Final Fantasy's housing. RuneScape's was really demanding though. I think you had to like keep, you had like a lot of, you pretty much had like rent you'd have to pay. It's awesome. Why? Moonkin. I didn't even try to fight because there's a level 60. I don't want to aggro the, or a level 60 player. I don't want to aggro the horde people. Oh fuck. The best one is Stratholme. Or Scarlet Monastery. Yeah, in Classic. That's my favorite. How do you not like Dire Maul? Yeah, I like BRD doing it like once. Really? Yeah, yeah, that is cool. Yeah, it is boring doing the dungeon the same way every time. SFK is sick too. Oh, I do love SFK. Doing that with just me, you, and Maeve was so fucking fun. Sunken Temple is cool. Chromie? Oh my god. Yandere Marge.
You say, homie, where's my super suit? Because it's just one shit. Honey, where's my super suit? But it's homie.
Where's my super suit?
Oh my god.
I'm the greatest good you're ever gonna get.
That cannot be good for your throat, dude.
It's actually really easy and totally fine.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it doesn't hurt at all. I think it's really just in the tone. Like, it's not happening in my throat, it's happening in my nasal cavity,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Sure.
Having the Oni head in your house is so sick, bro.
Why'd you pause the video? I was invested.
What?
Okay, alright.
Gazrilla,
and of course there's
Wow.
the epic
Thank
staircase
you.
event that everybody knows about, where you help these prisoners out, but then all these trolls start running up the staircase, and you gotta fight them off before you fight the bosses. This place is
Dude,
just
yeah,
great.
for the time.
Also, really like the epic sword that you can get from
So
here, from
sick.
combining
ZF is
two
actually
swords that can
sick.
drop from the
ZF is
place
cool,
into
yeah.
one. And the sword's really cool, but I just wish it was a little bit better.
That's
because
another
it
one
can
where
be
you could
replaced
kind of
pretty
like pick
quickly
and
with an
choose a
upgrade.
little bit.
And also, just bonus points to this dungeon too, because it's an outside dungeon, so you can just ride your mount. Number 2,
That's also true.
Strathalholm. This
What?
place
Yeah.
Then what's
has
number one?
the craziest
It's Scarlet
lore
Monastery,
behind it.
right?
Some
You
of
already
the
did
most
that one.
important lore in Warcraft history.
Really?
I mean,
happened
Scarlet
at
Monastery
this
would
It's
be
BRD.
number
It's
one.
BRD.
and this
It's
dungeon
BRD.
It's
is
probably
now
BRD,
just
yeah.
the aftermath
BRD.
of it. but you know, there's still stuff going on in it to take care of it. It's not like it's completely abandoned. And this place,
I mean, I kind of get it though. Scarlet
Monastery
in a way, it's like, okay, you're doing the same shit over and over again.
Undead in this
Yeah,
place
the bosses
are
are
crazy.
great aside
There's
from
so much
Herod.
attention to detail in this
Herod
place
is the worst
too.
one.
It doesn't make
He
sense.
spins around and
All
stays
the
still.
buildings, they're all
Right, but
named
how many of
as
them
the
have
shops that they
mechanics
used to
aside
be
from Herod?
back in the day.
The last boss, the
There's
cathedral
like a
boss,
list
is
of
the best
citizens
one.
who can't accept that they died
It's
and
the-
are still
it's the best
pretending like they're
one.
living
I
at
agree with
the
you.
city when it
That's
was
his
still
point,
fine.
though.
And when you're sitting there and you're seeing
No, that's
this
why
whole
I'm
city
that's why I'm
burning
arguing
down
it. I'm
with all
arguing
this
my own
stuff
point
here
of
and
saying
what these
it's
buildings
probably
used to
not
be. You're
one
just
or
imagining
two,
this place as if
because
it was like Stormwind or something.
it's-
You're like, man, what was this place like back
it's
in the
not
day? And then you
really
kind
as
of do get to
in-depth
see
as
what
I
it was
think
like.
that,
Because in the
you know,
Wrath of
it's
the
just
Lich
like
King
a
expansion, we got a
nostalgic,
dungeon called
fun
Calling of
one.
Strathalhome where we saw, you know, the lore
I
of
think
what happened.
theming is a
but, you know,
big
you
part
kind
of
of get
that
to
too,
explore
though.
the
Oh,
city
yeah.
a little
Scarlet
bit
Monastery
while it
theming
looks
is
like
so
Stormwind
cool.
and
The
the
story is
forest
very good.
looks like Elwyn Forest and
But,
not
yeah,
like
BRD.
Eastern Plaguelands like it is now. And also bonus
BRD.
points to this dungeon for being the only dungeon in Classic that drops
That's
a
true.
mount.
Oh, that's
And
true.
number one, Blackrock Depths.
We
If you've
are
played a
who
lot of
we
Classic
are.
WoW, you probably already knew that this was going to be number one. This is just the best dungeon. It is the biggest dungeon. I think it's bigger than any raid in the game as well.
Gotta
The place
insert
has
some things.
42 bosses, 41 quests, and has content spanning from level 48 all the way to level 60. This place has some of the coolest bosses in the game with some of the coolest designs, like the room in the Flame Lash fight. There's the Ring of Law. There's the Lyceum. There's the final boss room, which is cool. There's tons of cool sights and views in this place. There's great loot.
I'm not
and
making-
there's
I'm not
even
producing
the
enough
entrance
gears.
to Molten Core, the first raid inside of the dungeon itself. But this place is also the only place where you can craft the legendary mace Sulfurous from Ragnaros.
There's
I
so
do
many
wish that
cool
this weapon
things
was
about
better,
BRD
too.
that are
It's
just
a legendary.
unnoted.
It should like last you all of the
You can craft the mace. You have the
this
Grim
place
Guzzler.
is peak
Yep.
Warcraft design. Like this is the fantasy
Grim
I want.
Guzzler.
This is like all
It's
the
a
cool
bar
shit
in the
that I
middle of
wanna
a
see
dungeon where
in
there's a
Endgame.
bunch of
And I kind of like
dwarves
mean that
drinking,
for
and you can,
everything
like,
in
buy
Black Rock
stuff.
Mountain. Black Rock Mountain is like the perfect place for dungeons and raids and like endgame content. Like I think like phase 1 of endgame vanilla WoW is like really cool. And the only reason I could see people not liking this dungeon is because they're probably burnt out because they've done it too many times because of the amount of
Yeah.
stuff and good loot to get in this place. Anyways, that was my ranking. If you don't agree with my ranking,
I
guess
think he's
what?
dumb.
That's okay. You can leave your ranking down below. I actually
hope
want
he
you
gets
guys
in
to
a
leave
car
your ranking
accident.
down below. I want to know what you
Okay.
Mine would be a little bit different, to say the least.
Have you seen the this is the best quest line, or this is the best leveling experience in all of WoW, and it's going through all of the dark it's Elwyn Forest all the way to
Deadmines?
Duskwood.
Was it by Varigan?
I don't think it was Varigan, but you're talking. I know what you're talking about. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that too. But it's like the best story in WoW or something like that.
If you can
It's like
find
the
it, send it
best.
to me.
It's a Duskwood one. They talk about Duskwood and Elwyn. That's all I know.
What if I do?
Yeah. This is perfection. It's the second one.
Oh, okay.
It's a good video. Good video.
It doesn't take long for newcomers to the world of Azeroth to realize its impact
hit
on
him with that
gaming.
double
From
time.
exploring the massive world to discovering countless quests and enemies to uncovering the deeper story of these lands, the experience of playing Classic WoW is like none other.
Oh
And
my
I'm sure many of you
God.
agree. The game is widely considered a masterpiece, and almost 20 years later, the original
It's
Classic
the
version is
best
still going
world
strong.
building in
Today,
any
though,
game
I want to
ever.
explore one specific region of the map that encompasses that classic
I mean,
feel, with spectacular questing
yeah.
and a story that draws you into the
I
fantasy realm,
really
including
do
a
wish
1 to 30
that,
starting
well,
experience.
I don't know
4
about
zones,
any
4
game
very different types of
ever.
atmosphere and conflict,
What's
each
better?
building toward a satisfying conclusion that sees players uncovering plots and eventually
just a lot
reaching
of
level
games
30,
out there.
ready to move on to more exotic
you ever
lands.
see the,
This video is an overview and review of these
Uber Danger
areas, but I've also
series?
included quite a few small details and secrets that I personally think enhance the gameplay and make for an awesome intro experience.
Swapwick
This part of the
disc.
game is my absolute favorite, and this video does include my own opinions, but maybe by the end of
definitely
it, you'll
have.
see what makes these 4 zones, collectively, the
I
greatest
remember
adventure
he
in
had
our history.
he had never played Classic WoW and played it.
As soon as you enter the world, before you even start playing really, you're greeted with the
for
iconic intro cinematic for
the
3 minutes. I
re-release.
won't play the whole thing here, but I
And
think the last few sentences are especially important for the story
For
and the
some
motivations
reason,
of your character.
really enjoyed his
Backed by their stalwart
experience.
allies,
This video
the
series
armies of
is so
Stormwind have been called
good.
away to fight the
Yeah, I've
Storm
seen that
Forces
video.
battlefield.
It's a good video.
The army's gone, The defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul Mongols that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within.
Classic WoW is the best world building I've ever experienced in any game ever.
And this right here is such a crucial point to start off with. As we'll see going forward into the human lands, there are threats both external and internal that play huge roles in the story all the way up to level 30
It's
and
really
beyond.
good.
And it's your responsibility
I'm
to
not saying
from the very
just
first steps within Northshire
I feel like
Valley,
we
you'll
are
start to uncover
also
how the peace of Elwyn Forest is on the verge of collapse.
a little
Folks who belong to the
biased.
Defias Brotherhood have taken over the local vineyards, and small rat creatures known as kobolds have claimed ownership of the mine. Even in these first few levels, Northshire does a great job of
Anything
blending the
better.
realistic and supernatural, having you begin by fighting renegade humans,
Like
timberwolves,
lore-wise?
and the odd kobolds in the same area. Cleaning up the issues
No.
here, the Marshal of Northshire
Lore-wise,
sends you
there's
south
lots
to
of better
Goldshire,
games,
the trading
just
and
world
questing center of the
building, just
zone,
like
where many more tasks
Azeroth
begin.
as a
On your way
whole,
south to the Fargo Deep Mine, I really like how the
compared
game
to,
offers
like-
you the chance to explore smaller quest areas like the McClure Vineyards that you're not
Fuck, I don't
explicitly
even
led to.
know.
The map in WoW
Like,
gradually
Guild
reveals
Wars or
you
something?
discover pieces of it in real time,
yeah,
giving you a
or
minor incentive to fill out the map as you
Terra
travel.
or
Stopping by here at level 5 or 6 really helps in
Runeterra
gaining
would
experience,
maybe-
as there are several quests to be
maybe
found
take
here
the
and at the nearby
crown, but I
Stonefield
doubt
Farm.
it.
These
Like,
lead you
once
to other areas
Runeterra
that you
gets
otherwise
fleshed
wouldn't have
out
much
more.
reason to visit, such as the Murloc-infested Crystal Lake, an especially challenging spot if you grow overconfident wading into the water.
I'm scared you're
Central Elwyn,
confusing
the penultimate
good
area of the
world
zone is the East
building
Vale logging
with
camp, which
complexity.
further highlights the problems facing the kingdom, including
I think-
Defias and the Murlocs. On your way out of the zone,
I
the
think
final
you're
issues to
thinking
contend with are the
complexity.
Riverpaw
I don't
Gnolls,
think
a
it's
tribe of
complex at
beastmen
all.
have taken over the
You're just like it's the most, you know, like there's a lot of it.
I'm not talking about WoW in general. I'm just talking about classic WoW. How do I mark these fucking powers?
But I don't like. How can you say like? I get what you're saying, but it's like a whole entire faction didn't have a level of depth. Like you literally acknowledge yourself. Like I have to play Alliance because the stories are better on the Alliance. So it's like if it's the best world building of any game ever, how do those two things exist together?
It's still the best.
You know. That's not a counter argument.
I'm not making an argumentative claim. It's definitely my opinion. I just like don't know like what would come close.
Dark Souls.
What's the world of Dark Souls even called? I don't know. I've never played it.
I don't think it has a name. I think it's just the world of Dark Souls.
Wow.
I don't know. The world building and web fishing is pretty good too.
It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good.
Let me look. I have to look at games. What about Pokemon Pinball?
That can't have the discussion without that one.
We can't have the world building discussion without Pokemon Pinball. I just googled games. I swear to God, guys, I just googled games. Just yeah. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
What a
Like,
grave mistake.
Particularly in like speaking as like fantasy and writing is concerned, good world building comes from a place of like, oh, don't even notice that they're world building. Like you don't want to notice that you're in an expositional state. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there are. If you watch this video that's about to be posted, that there are very clear examples of that in WoW. But yes, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I did. It is. I agree though with your point though of it like being like, is it the best or is it a lot? Like I don't know, because I think it's the best because I played it a lot.
Yeah.
But like we care about Hogger because we know about Hogger.
Well,
But, like Hogger.
Let's put it this way: WoW is an easy S tier because there's no way to find like a definitive best. I don't know what would come close to it though. Let me put it that way. I don't know. I'm sure there are examples. I don't know what also would be up there.
Elden Ring.
I'm not in
say.
debate mode on this. I'm just trying to think. Like, Elden Ring, I'm
No,
sure
you
is
kind of pissing me off.
Your mic sounds like shit.
It does?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad he's gone. I never even liked him.
Hello? Christian? Oh no, he's not talking
I don't think it
anymore.
sounded like your controller mic.
He's not talking anymore.
I'm right here.
Oh, now it's better.
He's back.
All right. Good. This is good. This is good news. You know, as far as good world building, I don't know. Probably like Super Mario Galaxy, whatever.
Zelda.
What's so funny
Zelda
about that?
game?
That game rocks.
Yeah,
that game is.
It's probably my favorite platformer, at least 3D platformer for sure.
Oh, there's something to be said about the new Zelda games too.
Yeah.
Wind Waker's world building is really fucking good.
In fact, you could probably just make a video essay about all the Zelda games world building.
Yeah, you
Pokemon
probably
Coliseum.
could. Those games are all show, not tell.
Pokemon Coliseum.
Pokemon sucks. It
Pokemon
really takes
Coliseum.
me out of it when you like they do another game and then now the
Pokemon
world's actually
Coliseum.
exponentially bigger. It's like,
Pokemon Coliseum.
okay, Pokemon Coliseum.
There was world building in that.
I have.
You
an
get introduced to
opinion.
a character, and he's not.
You have an opinion, Ben?
I have an opinion on a story that has excellent world building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Borderlands
Sure, let's hear the
2.
bad opinion. Yeah, it's
I still
horrible.
need to play it. I liked Borderlands 1's world aside from all the fucking brown.
Skyrim.
That's all Skyrim has.
Skyrim's great at world
Yeah.
building.
They're very good
I
at
mean,
it.
that's all Skyrim had.
I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah, what else do they have?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because they don't have gameplay.
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
gameplay.
No characters.
There are plenty of characters. They just don't.
Okay,
act
name
like-
one!
The
You know,
Jarl.
James brings
Fine,
up a good
fine,
point.
Fine.
Delphia.
Jarl, Lydia,
Delphia.
they all suck.
Yeah.
They're all so bad.
Parthenax.
I don't.
Parthenax.
Wait, is that?
He's
Charles
cool.
Martin?
just making
That's the
shit
drag.
up.
That's the friendly dragon.
That's
no,
the
he's
dragon
not.
at the top of High Hrothgar, the throat of the world. Fuck you.
That's Charles Martinet, right?
The throat of the world. How gay.
Stardew Valley's world building. Wait, what did you just say, Christian?
I said the throat of the world. I said how gay. Imagine being the world's throat.
Having a throat's gay.
Fellas.
Fellas, is it gay to swallow anything? Fellas, is it gay to have a neck?
Just saying.
Oh, I'm nervous. What do I do here? I need to make steel fast.
Large king salmon! Ha ha ha!
My hardcore brain was just like, holy shit, James, get out of there.
Oh, I gotta buy more bait.
Um,
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
May I? I'm not getting shit gonna call you join last, pal. I didn't just join and start talking. Your ass came in here and I told you your mic sounded like shit.
I don't remember that. I remember joining
Okay,
the
well,
call.
do you remember being?
Watch.
Jesus Christ.
Don't make me unmod everyone, I swear to God.
I'm not gonna just. I thought it was funny for that
I'm
one
not
time.
even scared
can do
about
it,
you.
Christian.
I'm scared about
Christian,
you initiating. Oh no.
I just realized that I'm modded
get back,
and I
that's
can
fine.
move people. Whoa.
It's fine. We're even.
Ben looking at
I
his
just
hands
thought it
and
was
seeing
good for comedic
electricity.
effect. I hope you understand.
What have I done?
You and me, we're done.
No, come on here. Let's talk about an event watching something.
I hope that they have a nice time. I hope they have a nice time.
Was that you, Ben?
No, I did not do that. They did that.
No,
We had a nice little talk. We hashed things out, and
You're
we're
covered in
engaged.
scratches and bruises, clearly losing the fight.
Did I tell you about? I think I did. When we were at the Airbnb after
Yeah,
the
you
wedding.
did. Yeah, with
Oh
Hunter.
my fucking god!
It's so
Oh,
funny.
Joey? You talking about Joey D and whoever the other person was?
Yeah.
I can't remember who the other person was.
What happened?
Hunter kept being like, after when we were just living at the Airbnb, everyone's fucking sloshed.
Yeah.
Hunter's like, Joey, we're going home tonight. And he's like, I'm sorry, what? He's like, we're going home tonight. Hunter gets his tux while trashed. He puts his tux away in his like bag, like he's ready to go. And Joey's like, we're not leaving. He's like, yes, the fuck we are. Did you not hear me? And then they go up to their bedroom upstairs, and you can just hear them fighting. And they're just like shit's moving around. And Hunter comes out, and he goes, all right, guys, Joey kicked my ass. I'm not going home.
Whoever's the white sedan.
And they just accepted defeat. Not just accepted defeat, but announced it.
That is some
like,
mead
not
hall
going home,
type
guys.
shit.
Joey kicked my ass.
That is like, I'm reading Beowulf and they're talking about getting sloshed in the mead hall and like being like, oh, sorry, Olaf was just a bit too drunk that night and that's why the demon slaughtered him. Like, that's the same vibe I got. Like, oh, Hunter, sorry guys, Joey kicked my ass, I can't do anything.
Joey kicked my ass. He won the argument.
I mean, do you think there's any
dude
way?
wore his defeat like on his sleeve like a badge of honor, dude.
He just loves the fight. He just loves the challenge.
I just want to get a good scrap.
It's like, I had my chance and I lost it.
I had my chance. Having your chance to leave the Airbnb drunk.
It was never gonna happen.
I know.
But the fact that Hunter getting his ass whooped, just he's like, alright. I didn't know you had chops like that.
It honestly almost feels like something that they had pre-planned. Like, this is
You
a
would
bit
think
that
so.
they
If Hunter
have,
could
like,
act. But with Hunter it's not. With Hunter it's
Yeah.
not, which is so funny.
That's also true.
Like, if it's Ben, I ain't believing it. I'm never playing Among Us with that MF.
People always think I'm up to something in Among Us, and I swear to God, guys, I'm never up to something. If it's me, I will be like,
something means that you're up to something because you know that other people think you're up to something. So
like
you're
that's
trying
the
to
thing.
subvert it.
That's the thing is like everybody always thinks I'm up to something. I either die first or lose first. Those are the only options.
Or die trying.
I am so bad at hidden role games because everybody just assumes I'm guilty, and I can't. I can't. Yeah, there is.
There is.
There's like a mod for it, but I can't. Like. I'm not good
You're
at.
not
I'm not
sus.
good at my defending myself.
I'm horrible
not
at it.
good
I'm
at it.
horrible at it. I get that. And it's the worst when people take like a lucky guess and they're like, you're the werewolf or something, you know, and you were for the first time, and you're like, what the fuck, man? I don't even get to try and play the game because
That's not fun.
Yeah, like if you accuse me every single time, of course you're gonna be right once.
and then I can't defend myself because I'm bad at it or whatever. And it's like, dude, you're whatever.
I mean, I'm not bad at it. I'm terrible at it.
Oh.
I'm so. People will be like, where were you? And I'll be like, I fucking don't know.
Like, hey, Ben, you're spending a little while on wires there.
Yes.
Trying to hide?
Yeah.
Start hitting the gritty and defense.
And the truth is that I'm just having a hard time with the mini game. They're like, you're taking a long time to swipe right there, and I'm like, guys, the swipe is just difficult to do. But we should do proximity chat among us. That would be fun.
Would be fun.
I would not have that great of a time, but I would have a little bit of fun.
No, we'd have a great time.
No, Ben would have he'd have a little bit of fun, but not a ton of fun.
I would have a little bit of fun. I could have. I have the capacity to have a little bit of fun.
You heard the man. Dude, I don't know how to do any of these fucking quests.
What quests? Tell me which ones. Open up your quest log.
So specifically the one where I need to mark the towers.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing this, and then you're gonna kill a bunch of worms.
Well, I know that. Yeah, this one. I think I can do. It's the one with because there's a big skeleton man in there, the warlord.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't even know if I can do that.
You might not be able to do that one right now, but give it a level or two. What level are they?
I think 56. 56? Yeah, 56 elite.
True.
You heard the man.
Maybe. You might be able to burn them.
I tried already. I died.
Can you stun them? Can you stun them and then do the marker?
Oh, good idea. Maybe. Do you have to go to the top of it?
No, I think you just need to be at the front of it.
Oh no, you can't do it because you can't be in combat.
Really?
Yeah, you can't be in combat.
Here, just try standing. Wait, okay. Try going on the out.
God damn it.
Okay. Well, wait. You might be able to go like slightly off center, not in the door. You know what I mean? But like close.
Yeah, maybe. I'll just wait for like a good rotation.
God, dude.
Bro.
Once I'm done with this, I can help you with some quests, but No, well, I can though. But I just need to finish this. It's literally gonna be so easy.
Like I'm the only one that you ever loved.
Come on. Come on. Bring it back. I thought Riri was here.
Only girl in the world. Riri. Benny.
God, I wish I had Fendi beauty supplies.
God.
I wish I had ID puffer.
Once you make me fart, like I'm the only girl. What do you think?
I would try to do the tower thing first before things get spawned back in. Go on the right side, like behind the, like out of the door frame.
Like out of this,
like so he doesn't see you in there.
Oh.
I love to research logistics.
Now keep center, like keep going closer and closer.
Oh.
Dude, I'm gonna need to back
This is pretty
There you go.
9/11-y.
Oh, you got worm boys ready on that silo to your left.
Nah, I already did this one. Unless I can do it.
Worm boy.
Yeah, it's the highlighting. Yeah, it's the blue.
You heard that, worm boy?
Shut up, dude. Shut
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Quit calling me that.
They called you worm boy.
No, they didn't call me. They said there are worm boys.
No, you know they're talking.
No.
Hello, welcome to the call.
What is happening?
Dude, you're a white collar snob.
You're a fucking little white honky bitch worm boy. Just go ahead and jot that down.
Oh god.
Jot that down.
Hey Fortney, how's it going?
Hey, what's happening?
Birdie.
Bowling
Fishing.
down, I guess.
Are we fishing?
I'm
wasn't
gonna
bowling
wait
then.
for tonight. I mean, you guys can. We don't need to progress together.
Yeah, I don't need permission. I'm
Alright.
doing it.
I don't need permission for fishing, buddy. So go and jot that one down.
Fucking jabroni.
I need a hat that says "Ain't no permission for me to go fishing."
I need permission for me to go fishing. Is that
Nice.
did we just come up with the with the t-shirt
massive-
of 2025?
Dude, no, not a t-shirt. We need a hat. We need a hat with that on, with a big
We
old
need a clothing
bass on the
line.
front of it.
We need a whole fucking brand.
That would be very Brad of us.
Dude, we could be grifters through merch. We don't
You
have
guys
to
sort
make
of
a
movement
podcast. We
of
could
like
just do a
problematic
grifter
fishermen
merch.
who don't seek licenses. They're, okay, sir, can we need a
Yeah.
permit? Did
You guys
can we
could be
see
the
your
next.
permit?
You could be the next.
Here's your permit, officer.
16.
You could be the next Fenny.
Brother.
How the fuck are they doing so much damage?
That fire damage right there was
I did
insane.
not think it'd be that nuts.
Do you have any peeling pots on you? You at least got those.
Hey,
That's
two.
good. You don't matter, dude. Come on, you buy those for
Don't
fucking 50 cents a
matter.
pop. That's like 15 penny candies.
What I really like about web fishing is that your progress is not limited to the lobby that
Yeah.
you're in?
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's very good. Big fan of that.
Want you to make me stink.
Yeah.
I'm the only stink in the world.
Uh-huh.
Keep going.
Oh no.
And I'm the only smell that you've ever smelled.
Want you to make me.
Cameron, we've shown you Longmont Potion Castle before, right?
No, I don't think so.
The prank calls? We didn't show you that?
What is it called?
Longmont Potion Castle.
We have shown him because I wrote it into a script where his character in the
I remember
house
this.
that Boz
Were you
built
not listening?
episode where what was it?
Oh, about like the fucking going underneath the house
Yeah.
and like fixing everything.
What's crazy is I couldn't recite one line from that monologue.
It was like get some
Something
Wonder
about the
Board and some
downspout.
fish tape. Yeah, some fish tape maybe. Some horizontal gutters. Something like that.
All I remember is reading that like 100 times over and over.
God, it was so funny.
Fish tape.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, here it is. I guess I'll just post it in general.
Wherever you post, I'm just gonna stream it.
I don't think the video is, I don't think you can find the video.
And there's a drip cap attached to an earthquake strap in the easement.
So this was, what was this from? This was from some
Longmont.
guy's prank call?
Yeah,
Here,
he
I'm
does
on it.
this thing where, yeah, if you can find it.
Wait, hold on, let me
luck.
catch this fish.
Good luck. Me doing an ollie.
I got one!
A fish?
Just a large bluegill.
Nothing but a thing.
I don't know, like, what's a good introductory?
It's the Rick's. I don't know, because they all get fucking.
I think,
taken
I don't know. I think the Bob's Lasers is a really good one
Sure,
to
that
start.
one is-
Oh, yeah, Christian, you showed me those like a long time ago.
I showed you Bob's Lasers.
Yeah, you showed me that one.
Those are good.
Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
What's this one?
Want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world. That's such a fucking banger, bro.
Dude,
oh my
you know
god.
what? I was like goofing, but now I'm not goofing. That's for real a good song.
I'm sorry. I'm a Riri fan.
Guys, I'm done goofing.
I'm fucking done goofing.
I'm done goofing.
You say holding $5,000 worth of Fendi products in your hands. I'm done goofing, guys. I think that only girl in the world. No.
Guys, I'm ending the bit.
I'm friends with the monster.
I'm ending the bit. Fine, once and for all.
How is that
No.
song fucking 10 years old already?
Ugh.
So is the monster that's under my bed.
Is
I was
it?
a freshman
And the
in
voices.
high school when that fucking song came out.
That's sickening to think about right now. That
Yeah.
No, it's sickening to think that I was a freshman in high school 10 years ago.
It always
Right
hits
now.
me whenever I see something on, like, because I had to reinstall Facebook for pretty much for work, and seeing shit like from over 10 years ago when I was in high school, like 11 years ago, and I'm just like, "Ugh."
I know, it's gross.
It's fucking gross. Like that was a whole ass different human.
Yeah. No.
Whole ass different fucking time to be alive.
Yeah. Obama presidency. No T-pad yet.
All
There was
Trump.
fascism, but it was underground. You know, it was
Yeah.
under wraps.
Yeah, it was
Back
that
when it was
like,
kind of cool.
when
That
it was
was-
it was a fringe ideology to be a fascist.
Yeah.
Yo.
Torrent scroll shooting. Well, that was probably the beginning.
Well,
actually.
no,
was
it wasn't a
exactly my
fringe.
freshman year.
It wasn't just a fringe ideology. We were reading about it in history class and going, "Yeah, that guy's a bad guy. We shouldn't be like that guy. That guy's a bad guy." And then all of a sudden, 2 years after,
I know. Well, it was literally like, how could this have happened? How did they allow these people into power?
There's gotta be like
history teachers that are like hardcore Trumpers that are teaching their kids how bad of a guy Mussolini was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure there are.
There 100%
It's gonna
is, and
get worse,
it's
too.
crazy.
Although I will say, like, who the fuck becomes a teacher? I know the answer's, I don't know, a fraction, but who the fuck becomes a teacher and isn't liberal and is like, oh man, I can't wait to be a conservative K through 12 teacher?
It's like this. I feel like it's the same people who get into nursing because it's like you would think, oh, you get into nursing because you want to help people, but there's like so many nurses who are like big Trump supporters and shit. My one cousin, she's an ER nurse. She is telling me because she's like she's a big liberal because I was talking to her about the election and I was like, so what's the deal with like so many nurses being Trump people? And she goes, you know, it's a really weird kind of thing that's been going on, and it's a lot like why people who were like bullied and stuff become cops.
Yeah.
She said it's this, like when you're a nurse, you have this, a lot of them have like this power trip over having like essentially the power of life over death from all these sick people, and knowing that like this sick person is completely dependent on you. And she said a lot of them like that, and after the election she was like, it was actually shocking to me how many of my coworkers who I thought I knew came out and were like, oh, I'm so happy he's going to be back in office.
Ugh. There's only one of those at my work, and she's a certified... I was going to say dumb bitch, but that makes it sound like it's Maddie. It's someone else, but, like, it's so repulsive. Like, one time she said, she was, like, talking about someone being sensitive, and she's like, what, did he vote for Biden? Which, honestly, like, is hilarious if you didn't vote for Trump, like, as, like, just a thing, like, in, like, an ironic sense, I do think that is funny. But knowing that she's, like, a huge Trumper, it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I get these, I just started signing up for these newsletters from this woman. Her name is, hold on. Heather Cox Richardson. Have you guys heard of her?
No.
Nuh-uh.
So she's a historian, and she teaches at Boston University, and she went to Harvard, and she used to teach at MIT. And so she does this email newsletter every day. It's called Letters from an American, and she just sort of she writes one a day, and it's just like essentially about what's going on in the country, and along with like this one, for example, is kind of more about the Senate and like some of Trump's plans and what he wants to do, and like what people are saying. Like retired Major General Paul Eaton warned that such a plan would turn the U.S. military into Trump loyalists. Because I don't know if you guys heard about this, but it says, today the Trump transition team floated the idea that Trump could sign an executive order creating a board of retired senior military personnel that would review high-ranking officers and recommend removing any they deemed unfit for leadership.
Oh my god.
Such a board would enable Trump to purge the military of the generals whom he considers insufficiently loyal to him, and generals who refuse to carry out what they considered unconstitutional orders, including using the military against U.S. civilians, infuriated Trump during his first term.
Yeah, man. Wow. I mean, I saw that he announced that his Secretary of Defense is fucking from Fox News. Like,
yeah, he doesn't believe in germs.
Oh,
yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that they made a government institution called Doge?
Yes, with Elon.
Yeah,
I fucking hate him so much. I hate them both so much. Vivek literally wants to make it so people through 18 through 25 can't vote without taking a test.
Yeah, it says, for Secretary of Defense, Trump has tapped Fox News Channel host Pete Hegseth, a combat veteran and host of the weekend edition of Fox and Friends, a show Trump reportedly enjoys. As national security expert Tom Nichols points out, the Secretary of Defense has access to the Nuclear Command and Control Procedure and oversees about 1.3 million active duty troops and another 1.4 million in the National Guard and employed in reserves and civilian positions, as well as a budget of more than $800 billion.
Oh my god.
It says, Hegseth lobbied Trump to intervene in the cases of service members accused of war crimes, and he cheered on Trump's January 6th rally. He became popularly known after accidentally hitting a man with an axe on the Fox and Friends show in 20.
I remember when that happened.
What the fuck?
You ever seen that clip?
No.
What do you mean hits him with it, like slices him?
So there for I don't know if it was a segment on Fox or what or whatever the fuck. They set up an axe throwing area, and that motherfucker, whatever his name is, the germs don't exist guy, he throws an axe, and right behind the axe throwing area, the West Point drum line is performing and hits one of the snare drummers right in the fucking arm.
Oh my god!
Just right in the arm.
Does the axe head get him?
I don't think so.
Holy shit!
Coulda though. I mean, Jesus Christ. That thing cleared the that thing was it was full send.
Holy
Christian, could you send me an invite to your lobby?
Yes.
And listen to this. Then in 2019, he regained notoriety when he volunteered that he had not washed his hands in 10 years.
Oh, that was him.
He does not believe germs are real. Hegseth has also said that women do not belong in combat and has been vocal about his opposition to the equity and inclusion measures in the military that he deems woke.
Dude sounds pretty cool.
It says, Lolita C. Baldour and Tara Kopp of the Associated Press reported that the news that Trump has tapped the inexperienced Hegseth and the world's largest and most powerful military stunned the Pentagon and the broader defense world. While some Republicans say they look forward to getting to know him better, others appear to share the Pentagon's concerns.
What's this test that Ramaswamy wants?
So he said, "Oh my god, this guy is so." I would fucking
because
beat him to death with my
let's
fist.
be honest,
Holy
if it's
shit.
like if it's like a test that you have to know the answers on because like math and shit, then that's good for Democrats.
No, it would be good for Democrat. You're right. It's good for Democrats, but he said he wants it only for 18 through 25, which is the most literally just suppressing the most liberal group.
Yeah.
And he said he wants to do it for everyone, but let's just experiment first with 18 through 25.
It's so fucked.
It's disgusting. Which it's like literally
It's like
if
direct
it were
voter suppression. That
Right.
is just so fucked up.
If it were the whole country, then ironically, yeah, liberals would.
Oh my God, they come out on top.
They would never get, the right would never get elected again.
Yeah, just wouldn't fucking happen.
Yeah. So he's.
It says,
so
do you guys want me to keep reading more of this? Is this interesting?
that's fine.
Yeah.
It says, the news that Trump wants a Fox News Channel host in one of the most important positions in the United States government got overtaken quickly by Trump's announcement that the great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, an entrepreneur who challenged Trump for the presidential nomination, will lead a new Department of Government Efficiency under his administration. Their advice will, Trump announced, pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. Their project is nicknamed Doge, in apparent reference to Musk's favorite cryptocurrency and meme coin known as Dogecoin, which surged after the announcement of the new Doge under Trump, adding to the gains of 153% since Election Day. By law, a president does not have the power to create a new department or agency, and participating in one would require Musk and Ramaswamy to get rid of their conflicts of interest.
100% that's not happening. And by that I mean,
What?
I mean he's going to do the department, and 100% they're not getting rid of their conflicts of interest.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Trump used a loophole where he just gave his fucking companies to his kids, and Jimmy Carter had to get rid of his fucking peanut farm. Like, it's insane. I'm not even upset.
Let the man keep his peanut farm, dude.
Just bring it on.
Come on.
Point. Like, I just fucking destroy everything. Well, I'm an accelerationist at
Just do
this point.
speed running, just like the destruction of a country.
Yeah.
There's like 3 short paragraphs left. Do you want me to finish it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no later than July 4th, 2026. A smaller government with more efficiency and less bureaucracy will be the perfect gift to America on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. I am confident. A direct quote from Trump.
Wow.
Trump appears to see himself as the founder of a new United States, while ironically, the real winners of the chaos he is ushering into the government will be Russia, China, and the other autocratic states eager to dismantle American democracy. Trump's demonstration of his plans just before Senate Republicans have to choose their leader seems an attempt to jam those who might stand against him into his camp. And yet, the framers of the Constitution believed that the Senate would be the key guardrail to stop the rise of an autocrat who would destroy democracy and install himself as a king. They expected that the determination of senators to guard their own power would protect the nation. Almost 250 years into their experiment, we're about to find out if they were right.
Well, that's harrowing.
Yeah, no shit.
What he was saying about fucking trans people, I know this isn't shocking, but like, actually just is so genocidal, and people being like, no, we're just doing it we just don't want minors to get the surgery, as if one, that was ever something that was happening, and then two, like we would need protections against it, and then now it's like, yeah, no, they just use that as a fucking Trojan horse to make it illegal to be trans, which is exactly what they're doing.
I know. So if that's interesting, if that interests you guys, if you just Google Letters from an American, you can sign up for it, and it comes up every day.
Okay.
From an American. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty scary. I don't know if, like, I just, there's, like, part of me that feels like he's gonna appoint so many of these people who are so inept and have no experience whatsoever that everything's just gonna blow up.
Well, because the first time when he appointed people who knew what they were doing, they talked back to him, and he was like, "I don't like that."
Yeah, I know.
So of course he's gonna.
Kind of like a fascist leader.
It pisses me off, dude. Like, if they're telling you not to do something, it's because you shouldn't do it.
But there's definitely something to be said that's like, yeah, they are likely so incompetent. Like, Elon Musk has done nothing but like, everything he touches just turns to shit. So hopefully that means that instead of touching departments that already exist and function, that this new one will just never get anything done ever.
I think there is a bright side to this, and I think that is whatever they destroy, people can build back better than the founding fathers envisioned. You know what I mean? Like, so much of our government is like
rooted in something that was written.
Written 200 years ago that they didn't know what electricity was, right? So, they had no idea that the world would slowly eat itself alive, you know? So we need a way to bypass that. And maybe the only way for it to happen is for everything to come crashing down.
Yeah.
I used to be much more of an accelerationist, and now it's like, I would have rather it not come to this. But
yeah, I don't think
that's where we're at, then I will embrace
happy
it.
About it.
Yeah, I will embrace it.
I have sort of gotten to the point where I'm like, I was down super bad on Sunday, just like starting a normal week again.
Yeah.
Like going back to work and everything, but I don't know. I am at the point now where I'm like, it's gonna be scary, but fucking let it happen. You know, bring it on.
Yeah. There's relief in the helplessness. Like, we did, like, the I told you so at this point is the only thing we might have. So I might as well just embrace it.
I mean, I know, like, I've seen this before where people are talking about, I don't know, because, like, when we were all talking about it, I think last Wednesday, the day after the election, like, Matt said that he was like, I'm like 10% concerned that we won't have free and fair elections in the future. The more I've thought about that, and from like other things that I've read, I have a feeling that there are like too many other Republicans who want to have that power that Trump has, that I don't know if you would necessarily be able to get to that point.
I think.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was going to say, I think that the way that the government works, obviously, the people in the Senate, the people in the House, the people in the courts, they want power too, and that Trump has to go through that power in order to get himself more of it, right?
Yeah.
And they're not going to give it away. You know, like you're a senator, you're not going to give away your power.
Right.
I see what you're saying. I see.
So just like the way that checks and balances is made, I don't think that Senator Majority Leader is going to be like, okay, yeah, you get all this power that comes from the Senate. He might like go along with what Trump wants, but he's definitely not going to be like, all right, let's get rid of
uproot democracy.
Yeah, let's uproot democracy. Let's get rid of the checks and balances. Let's give all of our power to the executive branch and get rid of term limits. You know, like I think they want that.
This is gonna sound really, really like dark, I think, but like I think all of this is anyways, but it's like I do think that is true, but I could also see it being, and I think this is why JD Vance was picked as the vice president. It's because I think he's a little more like gaslighty about being a crazy authoritarian, whereas like Trump, it's like we all are kind of aware. I think they could both work closer towards rigging the elections more and more by not doing it now when everyone's expecting them to, and then slowly doing it over time. Like I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
Like
just behind the scenes.
I could. Like JD Vance gets reelected next time, right? Or something. And which I hope doesn't happen, but I also hope that Trump wouldn't get elected this year. So, but like I could definitely see them being like, well, now we can get away with it more because less eyes are paying attention to it. And it's like,
do you think Vance, like people, I don't know if people like Vance enough to even consider him as like a presidential candidate? Because I
don't think we like Vance enough. I don't think that it matters on the other side.
Here's why I think that JD Vance is a good choice for a vice president, and if you're Trump, is because people don't want to replace you with JD Vance. He's worse. Yeah. You know, everybody thinks JD Vance is worse. Republicans think it. Democrats think it.
Yes,
like that. This man
you're acting under the assumption that all of these Republicans don't have a self-justification machine in their head that's going to activate the second that JD Vance is in power.
True.
And that
to be
is
honest,
not
I don't
true.
know how dumb people think.
Like no, I'm just being for real. Like I'm not. It sucks, but it's the truth. Like, we all think this, but just because we all think this and talk about it with a bunch of our friends doesn't mean that that's what a bunch of people are thinking. Like, as shitty as that sounds, it's the truth, and it sucks. And that's why I wasn't trying to get my hopes up prior to this election, because I knew. I just had a feeling that we weren't aware.
Here's my biggest fear right now.
Yeah.
The way that a dictator inserts themselves into power usually is through fear of foreign government.
Yes.
Like, oh, we are at war, you need to give me all the power so that way I can control the whatever and make it so that it's like, sure. So, I mean, the increasing fear of like Russia and China is definitely setting up for Trump to be like, all right, give me control. And
they're tapping into the isolationist nationalist.
I have a podcast recommendation, actually. If you're interested in narrative podcasts at all, the podcast from the Critical Role people, Midst, is legitimately about a dictator cementing himself into power, and like 10 of the things that are happening right now happened in Midst. So totally watch and listen to it. Great story. I love to hear it. And it's an interesting, it's a really interesting narrative. But that's scary that there's so much
predictable overlap
of it. Yeah, exactly.
Like a checkbox.
It's because I'm sure Mitz was informed by
World War II?
popular fascist. Yeah, so it's like It sucks because, like, history is cyclical. It is cyclical. And for some odd reason, a bunch of people decided they were going to ignore that. And it's scary.
I mean, these are like the same people who forgot how bad it was 4 years ago in 2020.
Yeah.
Yep.
These are like the same people who probably some of them voted for Biden because they just couldn't take it anymore. I mean,
Another 4 years.
Yeah, another 4 years. And it's like, okay, well, Biden had 4 years, so why didn't he do anything, is what they're thinking. And now it's going to be... I mean, it's just... I don't know.
Yeah, long time.
It's going to be
I
horrible.
think what it 100% it will be. I think what it boils down to, and this has just been the trends for the last 3 election cycles, right? The incumbent doesn't win. The incumbent party, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I do wonder if it's because more people than ever are going, what we need, and like this inaction, like they need more changing rapidly, and they decided that so well, since we're on one side of the coin, we're going to go for the, but it's I don't understand. Like I literally don't understand.
I don't know why people, like, I guess because America is used to the whole, especially in this, like, the age that we live in now, where everything, pretty much everybody relies on instant gratification. It's why fucking YouTube Shorts exist. It's why TikTok exists, because people's attention spans have gotten to the point where they can only watch short form media.
I mean, if you look on Twitter, everything is a video. They don't have tweets anymore.
No, it's a video, or it's some sort of clip or a fucking GIF or something like that. It's not anything like when we were all growing up, we had like fucking, I don't know if you guys are on iFunny at all, but it was all like it was never videos. It was always just like a picture of a meme or text or something, and like that was funny. Or like kids still used to read books and stuff. I mean, you guys remember like when we had accelerated reading, and you had to, like, if you read a certain book, and then you could take a test on it, and you had to read so many books, at least at my school, because I went to middle school than you guys, but...
No, we had it.
I don't even know if they do that anymore. I mean, they don't teach, like, cursive or anything, and I just think that, especially if they're going to... Like, Ben, I would assume that you're probably also concerned with the stuff in Project 2025 that talked about,
getting rid of the Department of Education and firing teachers who teach wokeism.
CRT.
I'm a little concerned about that. Without the Pell Grants that the Department of Education offers, I wouldn't have been able to go to college. I straight up wouldn't have. I wouldn't be the person I am today without the Department of Education. And it sucks that my students, who live in low-income areas and their parents can't afford to send them to college, won't be able to go to college, which means that they won't be able to pass Vivek's test, which means they won't be able to fucking vote. And that's terrifying, and especially for a school where the 6th graders that came to me this year didn't know what a half was.
Half was?
They don't know what half is.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Wait. What, half?
Like, you say, what is half of 10? They stare at you blankly.
Like, they don't know the definition of the word half.
They've never heard of half.
Or
Well, their parents say it, but that doesn't help them,
Wow. What is half? That's crazy. You should ask them if they know what an ampersand is.
Well, you have to... The thing is that they know divided by 2, because everything is so fucking segmented that they don't get to have those conversations where it's like, well, when you're dividing by 2, you're actually multiplying by 1/2, Like, that's the thing. Like, you're getting 1/2 of an item. And they don't understand that those things are connected because people are, like, the education system is so scripted nowadays. You have to say this now. You have to do this next. You have to go into this, that where when kids ask questions that you're not prepared for, you're literally not supposed to cover those things. And getting rid of the Department of Education is going to increase the amount of government oversight in the classroom to the point where I'm going to walk in and they're going to hand me a script, and it's just going to be that teaching is now acting.
Fuck. Wow.
It's horrifying, but to be honest, like, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, at this point.
Christian.
Whatever.
Christian. Oh no. Oh no.
Are you guys both fishing?
Yeah, we are fishing. I caught something, Christian. I caught something I want you to see.
Hold on.
It's Trick. He is Trick.
No! I was right there!
You almost had it. Alright.
So how do you guys think this ends? I mean, how do you think the next, at least, let's say, not even the next 4 years, the next 2 years plays out until midterms?
Honestly, dude, it's like hard.
What
not
is
to,
that?
Because we keep having like the worst case scenario.
It's a massive manta ray.
It's hard to not.
We'll put that in the aquarium.
Our economy fails, and a bunch of people see our economy fail, and they immediately regret their decision, and the pendulum will swing the other way. And maybe there will be less like Ben said, maybe there actually will be less bureaucracy into a point where we can help build a future that is better for us.
Hopefully.
But that is the most optimistic way of thinking about it.
Yeah, like literally best case scenario right now.
Now, what happens if the economy goes, and I don't think this will happen, in case anyone was wondering, but what happens if the economy succeeds? That's a scary thing. That's a scary thing to me to think, because then it confirms people's negative, like you know what I'm saying, like their nationalist ideals. It might feed into like, oh well, actually we definitely, you know what I mean, like we need to keep going into this more totalitarian isolation.
Okay.
Like,
I feel like
I don't think that'll happen because I think the economy's gonna fail.
I'm sorry, I kept interrupting you there.
No, you're good. You're good. I was talking a lot, so you're good.
You're not talking a lot. You're talking just the right amount. I want to hear your voice. When I was in like 2017 in high school, when you're talking about the reasons why World War II happened or World War I, and the increase of nationalism is one of the reasons that you're talking about, and like everybody's like, haha, America, you know, and you're looking at them and you're like, what are you doing? Like, you are literally learning about why that's a bad thing currently in class. What?
So you're saying that, I mean, are you speculating that it would get to the point where we might see World War III in the next 4 years?
I don't know if in the next 4 years, but what I'm saying is that it was one of the causes of World War I and World War II. An excitement for your country in a way that encourages xenophobia is what has caused the two biggest wars that have ever happened, and they're on the side of, you know, like you're
losing
these people, and obviously, like Germany was very nationalist. Obviously, Japan was very nationalist. They were isolationist for a while, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they really
island,
like, are one of the most racist countries that's ever existed. And now America is fucking doing the exact same thing.
We should put them in camps.
Now, okay, so maybe if I like want to challenge that a little bit, America is
significantly more diverse than both of those places.
Yeah, so it's significantly more diverse, and it's probably hundreds of times larger than the population of either of those countries. I
think we're more prone to a civil war than we are a world war, if that's the case.
Yeah, personally, because I mean, if you look at the numbers, you know, like when they were first reporting the popular vote totals, Trump is still going to win the popular vote, but it's really, the margins aren't as big as originally anticipated. I believe Kamala is at like almost 73 million at this point, and I think Trump is at like 75 or 76.
Yeah.
So I think that margin is a lot smaller, and that I think you would need to see, like, for example, in the 70s when you know, they kind of in Israel to like vote to sort of end their democracy. I think it was like a 98% win on like I don't know who was voted into power. I'm not really familiar with all of that, but essentially, I mean, because if you like go look at old pictures of them, it was like women were on the beaches in bikinis and stuff, and it was like really progressive. It was a nice, like, it was a democracy, and then everything changed since then. But I don't know if we have the numbers to necessarily get to the point where we would like be Nazis in, because I mean you had to have pretty much everybody on board to like go through with that. I mean all the like everybody in power, and then even most of the citizens, because it would get to a point where the citizens who are opposed to it are in such small number that they are afraid to even say anything, so they would just go along with it. But I don't think we're there yet. I don't know if we'll get there in our lifetime. I hope not. I would prefer to just live a nice life and die, and then whatever else happens, I don't fucking give a shit about that. I know that that's like, it sucks to get to that point where you're like, fuck, I hope I can just like
not have a nuclear holocaust wipe me out.
Yeah, exactly.
Total war and economic depression to be littered throughout my entire fucking life. We went through fucking four. We went through 4 fucking economic recessions. Thank you. I could not think of the word.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's like, I mean, we went through Y2K, no, but
yeah. So I guess my ultimate point is just like, I don't know if we're necessarily there yet. I mean, I definitely see how it's on the rise, but I feel like since I've been a little kid, there's always been that like America is the best sort of nationalism thing. I don't know if that necessarily has, maybe because with like the advent of social media, it's become more prevalent than it was originally. Like before we had that. So, but I mean, ever since like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, whatever, more people, everyone has a phone now. Everyone, I mean, social media is free. So you can say or do whatever you want on there. And then I also think that a lot of the social media sort of caters to, you know, say for example, maybe this is a little bit, I mean, it's probably not much of a conspiracy, but throughout the election, like I was talking to a guy the other day and he was saying like everything that I saw, because he said he was like more moderate. He's like, everything I saw was about like, you know, the liberals want to do this and the liberals want to do that and blah, blah, blah. And it was like things that he was like, what the fuck is going on with people? What are they thinking about? And I was like, well, that's interesting, because when I go on Instagram, everything I see is like pro-Trump stuff and people who are like love Trump, and like all the comments are about, you know, people saying like, fuck Joe Biden, we love Trump 2024. So I wonder if we're just sort of being funneled things that scare us to continue to stay on and like scroll through and look and click on this shit, because ultimately social media doesn't care. It just wants you to stay on as long as possible. So I kind of think that maybe that's the case, where it's if we could you imagine if we just went back to like no social media and just had like fucking 3 news channels and that was all of the information, like how it was pre-1990s, like when Fox News popped up.
Yeah.
The government would be able to get away with a lot more.
No.
You think so?
And so would every company in the world, and so would, yeah.
I know, you're right.
But it sucks, but like, it's a double-edged sword, man. Like, it's the price we pay for democratized information.
Like, it just sucks that so much of it is
skewed.
Like propaganda, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't think that when there were 3 news channels, those 3 news channels weren't being told what they could put out there by the government and by the companies that funded their ad revenue?
I think I mean, not necessarily that. What I'm trying to say is that there are so many ways of obtaining information now that you can skew it to such a twisted point of view that people are really believing that, you know, they're like fucking experimenting on children and giving them sex change operations.
Yeah, I think
profit incentive would do a lot of good.
It sucks, and I'm not trying to be devil's advocate. I want you to know, like,
No, I mean that's. I think
don't
that's
want.
important to
Yeah.
do that.
Like, it's like, as sad as this is, like the Gilded Age, we talk about it like it's this past event that happened. Like, though there was this political corruption where these companies bought out newspapers so that the person that they were funding or campaigning for got whatever, sensationalized newspapers. You've all heard about it. It's how we got into the Spanish-American War. We blamed Spain for sinking one of our ships, which probably didn't actually happen in the newspapers, generated a bunch of anti-Spain rhetoric, and then we went to Puerto Rico and took Puerto Rico. So, like, I just think, like, ever since then, we've been dealing with that, and it will never go away. We just have a much broader, like, acreage to worry about now, if that makes sense. Like, back then, we were thinking about an acre. Now we have fucking 1,000 acres of land we have to moderate, and it's impossible. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Because I think the corruption would be there. It's just a matter of how susceptible people would be to it and things like it's. I'm sorry, I'm yapping, but yeah, it's scary stuff. I don't know.
Do you think people had more critical thinking skills back then, though, than they do today? Because
I think they were 20 years removed from World War II.
Yeah.
And we're definitely more critical of that type of stuff.
I do think critical thinking is like not happening to a high degree right now. And I also it's really not like I'm in education. It's not the kids that are only doing it, like the adults.
No, it's everybody.
Nobody is critically thinking right now.
I think it has to do with attention spans, because I think people's attention spans are going down, and then they're not focusing on an issue as long as they would have, so therefore they're not critically thinking about it. Like, I think you need to sit and ruminate about an issue before you start actually actively critically thinking about it.
So if that's the diagnosis, what's the cure?
The cure is, I guess, 3 news sources.
I think the cure would be getting rid of like a lot of profit incentive for lots of these things that are always vying for your attention, which I know essentially comes with the abolition of capitalism. But
you'd have to get rid of algorithms.
Yeah.
Because that's what's feeding into it. Well, you're right. Okay, I don't finish this video that I was interested in watching because I'm 20 minutes in and it didn't grab my attention enough, and there's something in the recommended that's already got my attention going.
Yeah.
Like,
you're lucky if people even make it 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I know. But like it. That's it. That's exactly it. Oh, this reel just ended, and haha, I got my laugh out of it. Let me scroll to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have you guys noticed that when you're saying, like, I'll look through, like, I'm on YouTube right now and I'm looking through a reel and it's like, okay, one more. And then you scroll through the next one, you're like, your brain is literally like, what if we did one more? And it just keeps going. It's crazy how addictive it is. And we grew up,
because it's catered to be addicted to.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's weird to think back on it, because when I was a little kid, I'm pretty sure I had like better discipline when I was fucking 12 years old than I do now with stuff, because it's so much easier and you have access to everything, especially when you become an adult. Like, I remember when I was a little kid, I would get on YouTube and I'd watch fucking Rooster Teeth and Equals 3, and as soon as it hit 10 o'clock, I would fucking turn my phone off and be done with it. And like, or not my phone, I had my iPod Touch, but I was like, okay, I'm getting off now, and I would just fucking turn it off. And then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, well, everybody's on or staying up later, and then the older you get, you see more people are also doing it, so then you do it too. It has helped me to like get rid of social media. I usually only ever re-download it when it's like either I have something to say or it's like election season or something like that, and I post my little "you should vote" thing. But that has helped with my attention span, but I still notice it. It's like almost one of those things where like the dopamine detox is it's really hard to get off of it completely and reset everything. And it just literally takes like one thing to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna do this now instead.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to get off Twitter.
Yeah, me too. I do too.
I can't believe you guys are still on there.
I use it
To
just
be
to
hon-
shit post, to be honest. Like,
Well, I don't use any other, like, that's how I got my news, you know? Like, I don't use
Yeah.
any, like, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on TikTok, I'm not on, like, I have accounts on them, but I don't have them downloaded, I don't go on them. I don't use YouTube Shorts. I straight up.
Dear God, YouTube Shorts is just like a fast pass to the alt-right pipeline, brother.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Should I speed run that right now? Go on YouTube Shorts for the first time and see how fast it.
Go on YouTube Shorts and start with a Jordan Peterson video, and I promise you'll get there in like 6 seconds.
Ben comes back for the call tomorrow. It's like, weak men create hard times.
I'm a good dad because my dad was a bad dad. You have to realize. I do think that does exist at times, but that's not a fucking formula. You know what I mean? Like people living out of spite type deal. But like, I don't think that's how the world works.
Yeah, it's not. Like the code that's written for you when you're a fucking kid on just the fucking source code of how you're gonna function for the rest of your life, that would take years and years of CBT to just maybe undo. It's just like not really a viable thing to expect a feedback loop from that's gonna make you or the country into something good.
I'm gonna propose something else that I have been thinking about off and on for a little bit, just out of curiosity. But I know we had the whole like meeting up and riding thing, and I did enjoy that a lot. Has anyone given any thought to like starting that back up with maybe just us, and so we have sort of like more creative freedom and control of like what we want to do? I mean, would you guys be interested in anything like that?
Absolutely. Let's do it. We've been already kind of kicking some stuff around on this Bear movie. Can I just address the elephant in the room?
Yes.
Is that going to make anyone uncomfortable?
No.
What do you mean? No, I don't think so. If I know,
I'm not a Republican. I'm a Democrat.
Are you sure?
I'm not an elephant.
Because I saw you with the hat on, the red hat.
It said "gone fishing, not pissing." What do you?
Okay, all right.
It said "make Pilates great again."
Okay, my heart rate's already shot up. I'm already nervous. Okay.
You're
nothing
good.
to be worried about.
You're good. I already know what you're gonna say, so if it makes you feel any better.
Oh Jesus. Okay, I feel sick.
I have a good idea too.
So we're all on the same page with Joey Davis then? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Cool. Alright, well that's it then.
So I mean, like, are we getting him involved? I'm totally kidding.
Stop. He's included too, right?
Wait, I want him to be at the helm, just like last time.
Well, what do you guys do on Tuesdays? Riddle me that.
Nothing really. I mean,
Cool.
go to the gym, but
Tuesday nights until next semester, my shit should open up more. But Tuesday nights is what we've been kind of doing for this bear thing, and we should meet up. I want to be, if anything, I want to be more political. I want to be more edgy too. I think there's something to be said for younger men that, like, we need to counteract the edginess of Aiden Ross with our own left-wing bullshit.
I kind of know what you mean.
What?
Like, I'm not.
I gotta start dapping people up and talking in lib speak.
No, I'm saying we're going to preach about universal health care while making fun of Chinese people.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Jeez. I know you're joking.
I know.
It just caught me by surprise.
Yeah. Like, you've talked to me. I made a joke about you at Hannah's party, which I think you overheard, which was kind of the point. Like, I was kind of yelling it. But that's when I realized, like, oh, I've been talking to Cam every day for the past year, And these
People don't realize.
No one here knows who I am.
You know who just moved to the city of Chicago?
Your brother.
Zach?
No, after Zach did it.
Nick Fuentes? Oh.
Nick Fuentes. Actually, you know what's really funny is he lives in the city I teach in.
Oh, I wrote him in.
That's crazy.
Do you know he is putting his house up for sale because he got doxxed?
He did get doxxed. I saw the address.
And he got someone came to his house. Some old lady came to his house and shot mace in his face.
No, he
shot Mace in her face because she was
recording. I thought it was the other way
It
around.
was probably assault.
Yeah. Well, no. She knocked on his door after he got doxxed. I mean, to be honest,
I don't think it's. You're right. Like, he probably wins this court case, but I still think legally that you can knock on someone's door.
Yeah.
I think.
But
something tells me that the Ring camera probably saw something other than just someone knocking on his door, and I'm not defending it. But I am saying why they're not being sued.
Well, the thing I think is that it was recorded from the perspective of her phone. Like, she came up with her phone recording and knocked on the door after this guy gets doxxed. Like, unrecognizable woman comes up to your apartment after you get doxxed, holding a camera, and won't stop ringing the doorbell. I'm assuming that's what happened.
That's probably a setup.
Like,
I will say,
obviously, you can defend yourself there.
I will say, I mean this seriously, because we've seen this happen before. I don't know if you're going to be able to get a good lawyer, because I don't think anyone's going to be the lawyer who defends Nick Fuentes. So we'll see.
You're grossly misjudging what lawyers do. There's a lot of lawyers out there who support people who are horrible because they're lawyers.
I know one of them.
I'm not saying every lawyer. I've
been thinking about selling out.
How?
Dude, seriously, join our grifting thing.
Yeah,
should I get like a 80K a year IT job or something?
Is that selling out?
No, it's not selling out. That's just a
No, come on, dude. That's selling out because I'm no longer a teacher.
Well, that's.
What if I go to law school? That's selling out.
I don't think it is. I think
selling out is.
I don't know what you guys mean.
I think your rules by selling out are dictated by early 2000s rock bands. I'm like 90% sure.
Well, Goldfinger, they did sell out.
Honestly, just no. Just don't. Don't worry about it.
Into this, please.
No, don't do the waylaid supplies. You're wasting your time.
Oh.
Sorry, I've been watching over your shoulder this whole time.
We should get in. You know what we should get into is drop shipping. We should start a drop shipping business and become millionaires.
What's drop shipping?
Drop shipping is essentially just like, I actually don't know what the definition of drop shipping is, but I know that people do it and they get really like. I think it's essentially like when you order a bunch of shit in bulk from, say, like some toys or crap in China, and then you order it from them in bulk and get it, and then you charge a premium for it and like make tons of money off of it.
With like little to no effort. Like sometimes people will throw a logo on whatever the fuck it is, and that's it. And they'll sell it at a premium when they bought it like in bulk, like at cost, essentially.
Yeah.
And then
for like pennies on the dollar.
If sometimes like these motherfuckers don't even see the product, like they just have it so streamlined.
If that makes sense.
I don't think it's technically legal.
I would doubt it.
It says dropshipping is an order fulfillment option that allows e-commerce businesses to outsource the process of procuring, storing, and shipping products to a third party, typically a supplier. So the order is automatically sent to the drop shipping supplier. The supplier processes and prepares the order, the order is delivered to the customer, and the customer then places an order with the retailer, and that's like the cycle of it.
Yeah, I think that would be fulfilling.
I don't know. Then we could make like millions of dollars and then leave the country.
Let's sell out.
Let's sell out, dude.
Let's all get jobs in IT.
I don't think that would make us happy.
Yeah, but we'd sell out.
You're right.
I have a customer service job and a job where I do some IT stuff, and it is not that fulfilling. I also don't make $80,000 a year, so.
You know what would be really cool is if teachers made more money. I should make more money for doing what I'm
It's
doing.
not like you need a master's to be a teacher.
Well, you don't, but...
Oh, wait, really?
No, I just
No.
am getting it. I'm getting my master's because it actually is less schooling for me.
If you get your master's, you get paid more, but
I
you're
thought you
less
needed a
likely to be
master's.
hired.
Yeah, you're way less likely to be hired.
No, you don't need a master's. I actually only have a bachelor's in something that's totally not teaching.
Wait, are you... Yeah, but isn't that just for sub license, or am I crazy?
Yeah,
Okay.
but the system needs teachers so bad that if
That-
you're a sub, you are a teacher.
You're getting
Like,
paid.
they will
yeah,
let you
yeah,
teach
you
content.
have a spot.
I teach
Yeah.
content.
No, I know you do. Don't worry. I worked with subs. I wasn't saying anything like that. I just meant like, I need benefits and a salary and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I need to be able to afford healthcare. So it's like those types of things. It's like, but like if I don't know, like I wouldn't justify going to undergrad for 4 years again. Is what I'm saying. I would rather go to grad school because it's less required schooling on top because we've already went through undergrad. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but. Because I'll take my chances with people not hiring me on as we have a teacher shortage, so.
Danny got her master's before she
Yeah.
ever had a teacher. I mean, she got hired, but she got hired by a school that really needed teachers so
Yeah.
bad. Like, our school is fucked up.
For sure.
But she's also probably in a position to where she's like really like taking leadership and like being.
She is.
I'm
I mean,
sure
she's a team leader.
Yeah, I'm sure she's in a good spot to like really grow fast as a teacher. Like,
The kids voted her best teacher in the school.
That's awesome.
There you
That's
go.
Beautiful.
that's huge.
What they
Yeah.
told me. What did I get?
Most likely to
Weakest
Drown.
most
Most
likely
drown in the puddle.
most likely to win this award.
Yeah.
Do you have the Argent Dawn thing?
No.
You have to get the Argent Dawn commission thing. So that will enable you have to wear a trinket to enable them to drop the Scourge Stones.
Oh.
Yerpy.
Let's make a fighting game where every character is random.
Do you need a whole fighting game for that? Because there's characters in fighting games like that.
No. I mean, like, you don't get a choice. You're picking random.
Okay.
That's a haunting image you posted then.
Thank you.
The manta ray.
Yeah. It's in my face.
Manticore.
See you around. Go talk to the Argent Dawn commission person. Go see if there's someone you can get that trinket from. Actually, can you check your inventory?
You guys want some shiny weed?
Oh, it's right there. It's in the first bag, the mooncloth bag, third row, last thing. Third row, last thing. Above.
There it is.
So that's how you'll get those. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
I'm an iPad kid now.
Yeah, dude. My conquest of like, I don't know what to call it. Like it is really like just a stereotype. But every parent I see who comes into the urgent care, I'm just like, ugh.
Whoa! I caught another one of those golden manta rays. It's probably not as super duper rare as it claims it is. Y'all ever hit them with the Azarath Metreon Synthos?
I'm just fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing.
I'm scheming.
Always up to something.